Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome back to the podcast.
We got a little treat today.
Got you guys a little treat, a little sweet something, a little boo thing.
And I'm not talking about this banana.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Reagan.
Nice.
Yeah,
Glad to have you here, Reagan.
good to be here.
Glad to have him on the podcast.
Long time listener, first time guest.
Big supporter of the cast.
Oh yeah, they're financially dependent on me at this point.
Yes. Yeah, if we didn't have Reagan listening, we would probably have 0 views.
We'd be in the negatives right now.
Yeah.
He's listening multiple times a day to keep our view count
I
up.
give each episode probably about 7 or 8 views a day.
Yeah. Mega fan.
God bless you.
I don't do anything else besides watch the podcast.
And play with his banana.
Uh-oh.
All right. So, Bert, speaking of bananas, how is that?
It's pretty good.
I'm glad to hear that.
It looks pretty good. You got
So-
a good banana hand.
Perfect. I've eaten plenty of these in my day.
Yeah.
But
Have you?
the best way to eat these, you see that? You guys see it?
That's terrible.
No, that's the way you eat it. You eat it
That's
like,
banana bread banana.
yeah, it's almost banana pudding.
No,
style,
yeah,
right?
you're eating like mush.
Yeah,
You're
but
eating mush right now.
It's sweeter.
It's not a banana.
It tastes better. Like Rihanna gets the green ones and she eats them and they're just bitter.
I don't like the green ones. I like the like yellow, but I don't want a lot of spots on it either.
There's a sweet spot in between green and mush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
For me,
that's a little too far.
Yeah, that's a little bit too far.
Yeah, this pill kind of got shredded.
Shit.
Like pretty bad. So
Well, we're also back with the cucumber water, even though I was promised some berry water, specifically strawberries, and then I get here and I'm like, "Yo, Bert, pull out the strawberry water," and he's like, "Oh, that cucumber?"
I don't remember that.
You told me last night at Morello's. I'll slap you right now.
I'm a fan of the cucumber water. It's like 200 degrees out, so it's pretty refreshing.
Listen, I've been watching some boxing videos, some like MMA stuff, and Bert is seriously trying to get thrown around right now, acting like he didn't promise me that strawberry water last night.
I'm asking for it.
Hey, yo.
Leaping tiger.
I'll give you consent.
All right, listen. If we get 100 likes on this video, me and Bert will do a cage match somewhere. We'll do a cage match somewhere.
So how many alternate accounts do I need to make?
Probably like
Yeah.
90.
Dang.
Or more, probably 95. And that's funny because 2 of the likes is from me and Bert, and the page itself. So that's 3.
Of course.
Then 2 random people, and then 95 from you.
Always got to go back and like our stuff. Got to keep the.
Of course.
I always make
If you haven't checked us out, then go ahead and give us a like and follow on everything.
It's Reagan's podcast on YouTube.
Yeah, it's Reagan's podcast. It's also we got J&B Podcast on Instagram.
That
Go give
one's
us a
okay.
follow. Give us a follow. Reagan's on there, so it's basically his account now. He owns it. He's gonna have to maintain it, but we take the money, so it works out.
There we go.
It
Roll
works
these
out.
go to us.
I think I got shafted on that one.
Gotta have that business mindset.
Man. So
Listen, go ahead. You first.
No.
Ladies
go ahead.
first. Ladies first.
Gentlemen first.
I insist.
My story might be a little longer than yours.
Well, who knows how long this is gonna go? One of us needs to go.
So I don't know if I told you,
Okay.
but I was on Instagram yesterday,
Yeah.
and White River got robbed.
Oh, you did tell me about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, maybe.
Go ahead and
yeah,
explain
that's
that though, because
I don't know where they were at. I don't know if they even want us talking about this. But anyway.
they posted, didn't they?
Yeah, they did post it.
So
I mean, that's
It's live.
that's consent to talk.
So, for those that don't know, White River is a rock and roll band, right? Out of Louisville, Kentucky.
Yes, sir.
And I've been following them for a long time. And yesterday, I was on Instagram, and 2 of them that I follow posted on their story that they got robbed at gunpoint. And I
Sheesh.
think they were in, like, Washington State?
oh, that was it.
Something like that. Yeah, that will do it. And they were open, like, the night before they opened up for Weezer, and I think they were opening up for maybe another Weezer show that night. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they busted into their van and stole everything besides their gear, basically. But they stole bags that obviously had clothes, but they stole bags that had, like, the mics. Everything
a
to
lot of
mic up, probably,
equipment.
like, the drums.
Like really expensive.
Yeah, like
Really
cables that you
expensive
need.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it would suck, but luckily, like when you're touring with a band like Weezer or bands in general, they're gonna have gear.
Yeah, right.
You know? But it just people suck, man.
Yeah.
Like they're great people. They're great dudes. It seems like like
Right.
they're trying very hard.
Right.
Not trying very hard. They're living their life, and they're just trying to enjoy it by being good people. And their music, gives back to the world. And it's like you have people that like that, that ruin it.
Come out and ruin it,
Yeah. It's like no good deed goes undone punished ever.
Just because those other people can't do anything for themselves. They gotta go and take from other people who have actually done.
Man. So they're gonna be fine. I mean, they're great. They're always gonna have a good.
Hopefully,
comeback.
they got someone supporting them that can
can
back up what they lost instead of.
Could have gone a lot worse.
Yeah, I mean that gun
could've
point
gone
could
worse,
have had a
yeah.
bullet.
True.
So shout out to White Reaper.
Shout out to White Reaper.
Yeah, I've seen him plenty of times. Chat a little bit on the internet back and forth, here and there with him. So, Nick, the drummer. Shout out to Nick.
Shout out to Nick.
Shout out. Pretty cool guy.
Come on the pod.
Come on the podcast. Listen to this guy. This guy. He's trying to become a member.
Yeah, exactly.
He's trying to be a little co-founder over here. Come on the podcast.
If he does good enough, who knows?
Dang, it might be 3 boys, 1.
Whoa. Help.
Help. 3 boys, 1 cucumber water.
Oh, hell.
I'll drink to that.
Really help.
Drink to that one.
So anyway, that was mine. That sucks that happened, but they're always.
Dang, this is a strong cucumber smell. For a guy who doesn't like cucumbers.
Just go for it. It's gonna be all right.
See how refreshing that is?
Bro, that is so much stronger than last time.
Well, it's fresh this morning.
That's
so
like a cucumber. That's like a cucumber just on my tongue right now.
Well, I was talking to Reagan before we started the podcast here, and I told him I was having really bad acid reflux, and I started drinking this stuff, and it literally went away. Like it felt like lava was just running down my chest.
So liquid Tums, man.
Bro,
Liquid Tums, yeah, and just legit.
I'm glad to hear that, but that's hard to drink. It's really not that. It's really not hard to drink. I just don't like cucumbers, bro. And this is a lot stronger than
You're not
last
just
time.
eating it, but
You're not eating it. Okay, it literally tastes like a cucumber in my mouth, bro.
yeah.
You gonna act like it.
But didn't you say on the last podcast that you like the cucumber flavored Powerade?
But this is like cucumber. This isn't cucumber flavor.
So he's saying he would rather have
Dude,
the
literally
artificial
when I said that, bro, I'm literally referencing like 5 years ago when I hit like a cool cucumber vape.
He said when I said that I was drinking a Diet Mountain Dew.
I was hitting that Diamond Dew.
Hit the
Literally,
cucumber vape and your elbows won't bend.
bro, the cool cucumber vapes, they went kind of crazy. They were good, but like this does not taste like a cool cucumber vape. This just tastes like a cucumber in my mouth, which I said I don't like.
Is it just because of the shape?
Whoa.
It kind of scares me. It makes me have flashbacks.
Flashback.
A little intimidating.
Yeah, it's intimidating. I start sweating when I see a cucumber like that.
I was intimidated holding it, walking around that store the other day. And all the ladies were just
Yeah, all the girls were giving them looks.
yeah.
You know, a bunch of look.
You got me onto those Ghost energy drinks today.
Yes, I did. Yeah,
Man, with that orange cream one.
those are incredible.
10 calories.
10 calories. Well, I never drink calories because I think it's such a waste.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I always drink diet drinks.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been drinking diet for so long that I actually prefer the taste of diet now.
Right,
Like strongly prefer. Well, actually, one of the things I love about soda so much. That's a nice decoration. You should leave that there for the next podcast. See how it looks. But no, I've got to the point now where so diet drinks are definitely like less smooth, I guess, like less syrupy in a way. Like they're more carbonated. Like I don't know what the right word to describe it, but it has more of like a bite, like a crunch on your tongue, kind of, or on your throat, and like that is far better than you drink like a regular Mountain Dew or like a regular Dr. Pepper. It's gonna be like more like fluid in a way and like more like syrupy kind of, and like the taste is not better in my opinion.
Yeah.
It just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
It just kind of blows.
I can't do the diet though, just because of that aspartame flavor.
That's what I was thinking.
See, I don't know. I've been drinking it my whole life, so it doesn't. I don't know.
Have you ever drank a flavored carbonated water?
I don't like sparkling water.
Okay, sparkling water.
They're pretty good.
I don't
hate
really
sparkling
care
water.
for them, but that's like the closest texture to drinking like a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But
But I hate that taste though.
yeah.
That taste is
I
terrible.
agree.
The only ones that I've ever had that were good, what was it called? Like Clear American or something like that? Clear
The cherry
American?
limeade one?
They have a lot of
Those were really
flavors.
good.
Those were.
I
yeah,
used to
when I
drink
drank
I used to drink the strawberry ones, and that was during a time when I drank like no soda at all, and I just drank those strawberry ones like all day, every day. They were so good.
I could see those being good for like mixing liquors and stuff,
Mixing what?
like vodka and
Oh,
you know.
Yeah, but no, dude, those were incredible. That was like my childhood. I drank tons of those. Tons
Yeah.
of those. I remember like when I was a kid. I don't know what happened to me since then. But I remember when I was a kid, like I was drinking sodas, and I went to like it was kindergarten. It had to be kindergarten, like kindergarten science class, and I learned that the liver doesn't like soda. The liver only likes water.
You learned it, or you just kept drinking the soda?
No, listen, I learned it.
That's not like you learned anything.
Listen, bro, listen. You ain't listening.
Okay, go ahead.
Peep the story.
Okay.
Gosh, put a dislike on the video.
Whoa.
Bert's about to.
Yeah, go.
I'm just kidding. Like the
I'll make the
video.
95 alternate
Give me a-
cast for
Give us a
dislikes
like.
now.
Give us a like, please.
Give me an unfollow.
Go ahead and go like the video. I'm Mike Tyson. Give the video a like, please.
But your soda story.
Yeah. So,
Kindergarten.
anyways, so I go to kindergarten. And I find out that the liver only likes water, and the liver's not happy if it doesn't have water.
Yeah.
And I literally went home, and I was like, I don't want to drink soda. My liver's not going to be happy. So I started drinking water. I drank water for a really long time, and then you know how it goes. You like drink a soda, and you're like, hey, that's pretty good,
Yeah.
and then you just keep
Addicting.
drinking it. It's addicting, bro. It's good.
Yeah.
Bro, listen, I'm gonna bring up something slightly controversial, but I love controversy, so let's get into it.
Bring it up.
Bring it up,
Controversy.
Reagan. I know you're gonna know this.
Uh-huh.
Bert, have you ever seen a man on YouTube by the name of Francis of the Filth?
No.
Filthiest Frank, if
Nope.
you will. Papa Franku,
Papa Franco.
perhaps.
He's a classic.
Well,
Okay,
listen,
What does he do?
Do you know who Joji is?
No.
the rapper Joji. He's more like hip hop, but
Yeah.
he's a rapper.
Mm.
I don't listen
Well-
to him. I just know who he is because
Actually, it's funny that you bring that up. Okay, so Filthy Frank, he was a YouTuber who made like really controversial videos, like really like, you know, it's stuff that like if he made it nowadays, he would get canceled. Like he would get censored on YouTube
So was this like
immediately.
before 2010 or what?
This was like 5+ years ago.
Oh.
Like his most recent video was 5 years ago.
I think he started in like what 2010.
Oh, he started like some of his videos are more than 10 years old. So,
Yeah.
but so but his videos were obviously like hilarious, and like, you know, when we were growing up, like we loved watching his videos, him and some other people, but you know, especially him. And like the reason I bring that up is because like recently I've been rewatching a lot of his videos, and like, bro, they're still so funny today. They're still hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, bro, there's one video, I don't even know if we should even talk about like some of it, but like there's one video where like it's so funny. He you know PETA, like the animal rights activist group. So like I don't know if it was PETA for sure, because he didn't specify, like they wanted to remain anonymous. But he called up, you know, one of these animal organizations, and he was like, hey, like, you know, me and my team, we made a video, but you know, we're not sure if it's like safe to post online because it involves animals. So we're wondering if someone could come down to our place and check this video for us and make sure that it's good to go. And they were like, all right, we'll send a representative out. So somehow they got this woman to come out to his apartment, right? They go to his apartment, and he's showing her the video, and like, you know, as he's showing her, like it's playing on the screen, you know what I'm saying? And it's literally they're acting like they're like I don't know what the right word is, but like they're acting like they're like high status kind of people, and they're like beefing with each other. And then you know, there's like some offensive jokes involved, and then they start betting on whose mice will get eaten first by the snakes. And they have this big setup where it's like glass walls and then like this like floor, and they, you know, there's like a snake in there, and then they throw like 2 or 3 mice in, and they're just like throwing money everywhere, like, whoa, yeah, whoa.
Oh my God.
They're like throwing money, like,
Yeah.
you know, I bet it. And then you know, like if the snake's not eating the mice, so like he's like fuck it, let's put another snake in there. Let's get another snake in there.
Oh
So they
my
put
God.
another snake in, and then, you know, the snakes are going around. The mice are just like, they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And then like eventually a snake eats one of the mice, and like, you know, they censored it, but you know, like they were like, oh my gosh, and then but what's
I'm
so
sure
funny?
the lady like ran out, right?
No, okay, so she didn't, and so then she was like speechless. She was like speechless. And he paused the video. He's like, so is this okay to post online? And she's like, no, this is not okay. This is not good. This is not acceptable. And he's like, why not? What are you talking about? Why not? And he's like, well, you're abusing animals. Like, you're betting on their lives. He's like, yeah, but they were gonna get eaten anyways, so we can just make a game out of it.
This dude sounds wild.
Bro, and she's like, no, that's not okay. He's like, is there some loophole? Cause we were gonna feed the mice to the snakes anyways.
That's wild.
Bro, it's so funny. It's so funny, dude. And then like and then she just let him keep like playing the video. So then he like plays it again, and you see a snake eat another mice, and they're like, oh my gosh. And then he's like, bro, we might have taken this too far. Like, next time, let's just do a boxing match or something. And they're like, yeah, let's just do a boxing match this time, bro. It's so funny.
I feel like I've heard of something like that, but I don't think I've watched the video.
I mean, all those YouTubers used to go crazy. There's like the
They used to do
Filthy
crazy
Frank,
stuff.
iDubbbz, H3, which I mean, iDubbbz and H3 have gone
Yeah, there's
way
just
downhill.
pussies.
H3, who was that?
Ethan,
That guy.
He has a podcast now. It's like the H3C podcast.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel
he
like I've
used
seen a
to.
clip or something of that.
Yeah, he made like the Vape Nation
Yeah,
video.
it's
That
like
was his.
iOS.
That was his like famous
Yeah.
thing. His shining moment. The Vape Nation.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, he made the Vape Nation video, where he was just making fun of people who vape. Like, he was like going out in public dressed as like some like hipster and being like, Vape Nation, bro. Vape Nation. And then he'd like blow. And then he went to like some vape store. He's like, I want something where I could blow the biggest cloud. Like, see, something stupid like that. I need the most vapor, bro.
Yeah.
It was just, it was funny. But dude, him and the other guy, iDubbbz used to make a lot of like really funny stuff.
Oh yeah.
And iDubbbz got really famous for his content cop videos, where
The Jake Paul content cop.
yeah, and like Leafy was like one of the really big ones.
That one got taken down.
Did it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You can find it re-uploaded, but
Of course.
it got taken down from his channel.
Did he take it down himself? Probably.
I think Leafy copyright claimed it.
Oh, that's wild. But he did this video. He did this series called Content Cop, where he would like a YouTuber that's like he just didn't like very much. He would like kind of go through all their stuff, like make this like make all these points, which everything he said was on point.
Yeah, it was spot on.
We'll talk more about what he's doing now, but everything he was saying was correct. Like, it's not like he was lying about anything. He wasn't making stuff up.
And it was it was usually someone that like tried to start something with him first. They'd call him out on something.
Oh, okay.
And he'd just do this whole expose on him.
Yeah.
Like a 30-minute long.
I was wondering. I was like, this dude just goes in on people randomly.
Yes,
Oh,
it'd be like this 30-minute long video where he was just outlining everything that they are like they've done wrong.
And then there'd be like the types of content on YouTube. You see like the Spider-Man and Elsa videos, stuff like that, where he just ripped apart the channels that posted that type of content.
Oh yeah, but so yeah, he had that. But iDubbbz and H3 now they're like super soft. Like, they went like full blown like woke.
Yeah.
Like
I hate that.
hardcore. And like iDubbbz now, like, he's been in some like, I don't know if you call it controversy, I guess, recently. Well, everything started. It all started when he got a girlfriend, and like she started like slowly turning him, kind of. And now he's at the point where he's like full blown like soft soy boy, like pussy boy kind of type of dude.
Can't let that happen.
And like he's the kind of guy where like he made a video and he's like, yeah, I'm sorry for all my videos in the past because like I was insensitive and I was racist and I was a bigot and like all that stuff. It's like, dude, no, you weren't.
It all started off when people found out that his girlfriend had an OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, I missed that.
So like, it wasn't a media hit. It was just like, there's a girl with one.
Yeah,
person.
no, he didn't just suddenly change.
No, it
like
was
she
over.
slowly changed him over time.
That's crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but she was like, it really all blew up when people found out, or like when she made an OnlyFans, and then he defended her having the OnlyFans, and so then they started calling him like a simp and everything,
I think they're married now, aren't they?
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure they got married.
Maybe
I think so. Yeah. Yes, they are married because it's his wife. Yeah.
Maybe
So-
she was making more money than him. Some of those girls make some
probably.
crazy money.
Probably.
I imagine she made just crazy amounts of money just
from the
iDubbbz.
controversy.
Just for being iDubbbz's girlfriend.
And all that stuff blowing up, she
Mhm.
probably got tons of people go and check it out,
Oh, yeah.
just to be able to talk about it. So.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. But yeah, no, he went full blown soft. The H3 is like the same. I don't know like what caused him to turn around like that, but he is such a weak like soy boy type of dude now.
I think it was
Beta.
his woman too.
I don't know for sure. I mean, I haven't got into his like timeline or like his story, so I
haven't
I
either.
can't really speak about it. But he's like, you know, he's got some clips where he's saying some like wild stuff.
Oh
but, like,
yeah.
you know, he'll say things like, you know, people shouldn't work out because it's like a waste of time, or like, you know, it's like just goofy stuff like
It's like, we're only here for a short amount of time. Why would I waste that time working out?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, why build yourself up, bro? Maybe that's why you're depressed and like, you know, maybe that's why you're like a piece of shit
I've
now.
seen clips of that podcast.
You're
and it's
weak.
Just, it just seems kind of weird. You know, I haven't really
Yeah,
watched
I've
clips
never really watched it.
but
I've seen a little bit, yeah, but not a lot.
yeah.
You know, probably because it sucks.
Yeah. Man, I can't remember the guy's name, but he was on Ethan's show, and he was just tearing him apart. He's like, yeah, you used to post good stuff, man. What happened?
Oh, I
Did you
saw
see
that. Yeah.
He's like, your show sucks. Just
Yes.
right in front of his face.
Yeah, right to his face. And he's
Yeah.
just sitting there taking it because he's such a weak guy.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah.
so weak, bro. Dude, I bet like 7 years ago, he would have been like flaming that dude back.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, but like he's so weak.
Was like another podcaster or what?
He has a podcast.
I'm
No, the other guy, I don't know
I
who
think
he
he's
is.
like a singer or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Weird looking dude.
Yeah, he looks goofy. But no, dude, did you see the iDubbbz? I'm sure you have no idea who this is. You know Sam Hyde?
Yeah, yeah.
So
I know who
Sam,
that is.
you do?
My brother has like
Wow.
pulled him up on YouTube.
I'm surprised.
I'm coming to your house
But
to kill you.
Dude, Sam Hyde is like the new deep internet.
He was
like,
always wearing the
controversial-
craziest.
Yeah, controversial figure
Yeah.
of today.
You seen
And,
that
like-
throw a punch?
Sam Hyde?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
scary.
Yeah, he can go crazy.
He's a beast.
But dude, no, he's really funny. And iDubbbz tried to do a thing where like he went to interview Sam Hyde. Like he spent like a few days with him and like did like not interview, like a documentary. Let's call it documentary. But the whole thing was just iDubbbz trying to like expose Sam Hyde, I guess, or like try to make him seem like a bad person. So Sam Hyde like pulled a fast one on him, and he like Sam Hyde like they set up everything. Like nothing that they allowed iDubbbz to see was like real. Like they rented a fake office space for like the time that he was there, and like they paid like some girl who was like just a crackhead, just a straight up crackhead girl, to like pretend to be Sam's girlfriend for the whole time, and like you know like all this stuff like they completely just boned him. Like his whole series.
Is
you
this
know,
recent?
like a year or two ago.
Yeah, something like that.
I gotta see.
You need to
this.
watch it, bro. It's
Yeah, it sounds
hilarious.
interesting.
It's
I mean, he
hilarious.
did the same type of thing on the Star Wars kid, the YouTuber that did like the really fat dude with the lightsabers. He did like a documentary on that kid.
iDubbbz?
Yeah. He did another one of those. He did one. He's done a few.
See, he's irrelevant now, so I don't even know about these.
Yeah.
iDubbbz is relevant.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And
I mean,
apparently
this is
The only time he's relevant is when he comes out and he's like trying to apologize for stuff he did in the past, and
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Dude, shut the fuck
I
up,
think
you're a
that was, like,
bitch."
3 years
That would
ago
suck to
or
be
something.
that relevant.
3 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, then
I
that must have
think-
been before everything happened.
I think it was like right before.
I don't know. He's been fell off for a while though.
Yeah.
He fell off for a long time. As soon as he stopped doing bad unboxing videos and stopped doing content cops, he lost just about everybody. That was his whole channel.
Oh yeah.
That was his
Dang.
whole channel. And yeah, Filthy Frank. So what happened to Filthy Frank is he always made music when he was a YouTuber, but they were like funny music. It wasn't like
Hilarious.
serious. But he slowly, like over time, he started like uploading like here and there, like some serious pieces of music on like SoundCloud. And then like eventually, I guess he always had this plan that like he wanted to be a musician one day. And so he used his YouTube to kind of like boost himself. And then I don't know how he's able to make that transition because like I said, he was like really controversial.
I mean, most of the people that are fans of him now don't know about Filthy
Yeah,
Frank.
yeah. So like a lot of people who listen to his music, probably if they knew about Filthy Frank, they might not support him.
No.
Yeah.
And people, but so there's also a lot of people like me who like they loved Filthy Frank, and then whenever he became a rapper, like I was like, what the heck? Like I'm not listening
that
to
was
his,
a
I'm not
sad
listening to
day.
his stuff. Like he's
Yeah.
he's not. That's not Joji. That's Filthy Frank. So I never listened to it, and like I didn't really give it a chance. Like I heard it like once or twice, but that kind of stuff's not really my style of music in the first place. So it took me a long time, but when Glimpse of Us came out, I was working out with one of my friends, and he loves Joji, and he put on Glimpse of Us, and then I was like, hey, it's pretty good. So I started listening to Glimpse of Us, and then he played Dancing in the Dark, and I like fell in love with that song like hardcore. And now I really like a song called Die For You by him. Those are the only 3 that I know. But those songs are fantastic. If you haven't listened to them, you should check them out. Joji,
come on the podcast.
dude, if we get Joji on the podcast, I'd probably like I probably like stab him in the throat actually because he's not
man,
because he's not Filthy Frank anymore. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Perhaps. Who knows?
maybe
Come on the podcast and find out.
It's a secret.
He posted on Filthy Frank's Twitter like a few months ago or something and just said like he just put like something, I forgot what it was. They posted it on there and everyone was like, "What? What's gonna happen?" But
Nothing happened.
he's probably not gonna return.
I feel like that would suck to like be such a parody, I guess, in a way, and then just like try to make it a serious.
I think it took him a while to be taken seriously, but he is taken seriously now.
Yeah.
Have you seen those clips of him doing like interviews and stuff where Filthy Frank is just trying to claw his way out?
Yeah, I've seen stuff like that before.
Dang.
He's still in there.
He's still in there, bro. We need him to return. During these dark times, we need a light like Filthy Frank to come shine for us.
There could not be a better time than now.
That's so true.
Man.
But you know,
I
if he
guess
tried to come back now, YouTube probably seriously would remove his
they'd shut it
videos,
down.
which is so dumb, man. But he could find other places, and then YouTube might become like, YouTube might have to make some considerations that they're gonna lose, viewers like that.
Yeah.
If he could seriously like, if Filthy Frank came back on a different platform, I feel like that would really cause like big waves.
For real. I mean, because he had like millions and millions of subscribers. So if he made it come back on any platform, I feel like those type of people would.
And like
Go
things
back to watch 'em.
things are so much worse nowadays. Like PC, political correctness was bad back then, but now it's like 100 times worse.
Oh.
So if he came back, I'm sure he'd have like even more people. Just like people are hungry for that kind of stuff because everything's so PC now. They're like nothing. You can't be funny anymore, or it's very hard to be funny nowadays. Some people do it. Most of the time, they're not being politically correct. Bill Burr. He's really funny, but a lot of his stuff is not politically correct.
My boy Theo Vaughn.
Theo Vaughn, bro.
Yeah.
Theo Vaughn comes out with some hilarious, non-politically correct
I
stuff.
love that dude.
But Filthy Frank, like he was politically correct in in a way that even those guys are like too scared to go down. And I'm sure if he came back, people would love it.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh,
there'd be people that hated it, just like there was before.
There'd be more people that just.
More people, yeah, but there'd be more people that loved it. I'm sure, because there's more normal people in the world than there are crazies.
Just the crazy people
Yeah.
have a louder voice.
Yeah.
To spin off that, I feel like I've seen a lot of videos of comedy clubs, like people in small like Comedy Cellar or the Improvs or whatever. They're up there doing their bits and stuff, and then you got people in the crowd just losing it. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like,
Yeah, no,
what'd
it's
you
crazy.
come here for?
Yeah.
Like where you're going. You know what
They
I'm
can't
saying?
handle it, bro.
Usually the majority of the people are just cracking up there.
Yeah.
You know how that one person in the crowd that's like just insufferable.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on. Luckily, like the shows that I went to, most of them, obviously down in Florida, were pretty good. Like you didn't really have those people in the crowd. Like everybody knew what they were there for. But Florida, they're pretty open. You know what I'm saying? Like those people are actually pretty good.
Is there a pretty big comedy scene in Florida?
Yeah, believe it or not, because we were actually talking about that, like where the hot spots of comedy is. New York, LA, and then Austin now. But Florida is just, I feel like they're just a bunch of like study rooms basically where they go in there and they just like practice their materials. But they do great. It's not necessarily, I guess they just practice it because you're just going around touring different places. But yeah, there's a really big scene down there for that and everything else.
Because I mean, there's like none of that up here.
No, I think the one show I went to here was at the Walton Art Center in Fayetteville, and it was to see Brian Regan.
I love that dude.
Yeah, it was good. He's also from Florida, by the way.
Oh,
Speaking
really?
of that, yeah,
Nice.
I think he's from Miami. But yeah, when we were down there, first one, we saw Theo Vaughn like right when we went down there in Lakeland, and it was. We went to the show, and I got like cheaper tickets because they're almost sold out up front. And it was me, Rihanna, and these two, I don't know what they were, two guys, right? Like very rednecky guys.
Male escorts or
No, super rednecky
those
guys.
Thailand like femboys.
It was weird. These guys were so drunk the whole time, and they kept losing like their phone, and they kept losing stuff. And I kid you not, like me and Raz sitting there, we're trying to like pay attention, and these two guys are wallering all over the ground.
Sheesh.
Like they're literally looking for the phone, but they're so like intoxicated that it's 10 times harder to find the phone.
Yeah, of course.
And they went on for like 30, 45 minutes. And that's, Theo had openers or whatever, but like it was like when Theo was up there, and it's like you're really ruining like the headliner here.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
So that kind of sucked, and then we ended up going to Tampa maybe a month or two after that, and we saw Big J Okerson there at the Tampa Improv, and the Tampa Improv is probably the coolest improv I've been to. It's like, it's down in Ybor City, which is like old Tampa, I guess. It's not like downtown Tampa, but it's like old downtown in a way. Really cool vibe. They had chickens. There was just random chickens running around the city area.
Like the goats.
yeah, like the goats up the road here. And then he came to Orlando Improv, and we saw him there too, and it was great. I don't know if either one of y'all know who Big J is, but
I don't think so.
it was great. I remember, I'm going to go ahead and tell this little story. There was a African American family up front.
Dang.
Whoa.
And the guy was dressed really nice.
Okay.
And he got to talking to him, and he's like, "Sir, what do you do? What do you dress nice for, or whatever?" He's like, "Oh, I play piano." And for something, and maybe he came from that, but anyway, he's just a well-dressed man. You know, there's not many of those anymore, but old times, a lot of people, when they wouldn't even go out if they weren't dressed properly. You know.
He's an older dude.
Yeah, he was older than me. He's probably 65, 70.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe older than that.
Uh-huh.
And then there was like a metal guitarist, like in the crowd as well.
Uh-huh.
And he like goes back and forth, like just doing his crowd work. And there was one point where like the guitarist was just like slouched down in his chair, and he was like, the guitarist guy's over here, and then the jazz pianist is right here in front of Big J. And he's like, "Hey son, sit up. We got a jazz player in the room." It was way too funny, man.
That's awesome.
He's like, "Show some respect," and everybody lost it. But yeah, Big J, man, he's great. He's amazing. He does his own podcast, The Bonfire, which I've listened to numerous times. He does Legions of Skanks, which is like him and a few other comics. But yeah, man, I'm really into that. My brother, he's done stand-up comedy for a long time down there in Orlando. He had a friend that had passed a few years ago, and he was getting some exposure. His name was Eric Myers. His dad had passed from cancer, and Eric was, I think, in Amarillo, Texas, and he was just relapsing. I don't even know if I want to say it was a relapse at this time. Maybe he was just drinking, like, way too much.
Yeah.
And he walked out in front of a car and got hit. And it was very sad. Like, Theo Lamas pulled him up on his podcast and was talking about Eric Myers dying. Bert Kreischer was also talking about Eric Myers. And this is just, like, low-level comic, you know?
Yeah.
Right. Who's
but
Bert Kreischer? That sounds so familiar.
he's... I don't know. I didn't go
The
see him.
Machine.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's why.
Like, podcast and him talking seems cool. I haven't really listened to his
I'm not
comedy.
I'm not a huge fan of him.
Yeah.
He's a good storyteller.
I feel like it's more
I think
dad rock.
I've only heard that one Russian thing.
Yeah. But I mean, like, he's as a person, he doesn't strike me as a great guy. He talks about wanting to cheat on his wife a lot.
It's more like a dad rock thing, but for a comedy, I
Yeah.
feel like.
Well, you know, it's funny that you say that because I think I might have mentioned this one time, but my favorite comedian of all time is Shaquille O'Neal. You know Shaquille?
Shaq.
You familiar?
Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh wait,
Patrice. Bro, I was really going with this because Shaq did play for the Magic, so I was like, all right, like keep going. It's all right.
now I gotta get out the camera.
It's okay, guys. Patrice
All right,
O'Neal.
listen, I got like 4 hours of sleep last night. That's why I'm yawning. My eyes are watery.
He was
and
serious.
my brain is like
he said
my brain
it twice.
is
He's like,
He's
Shaquille?
texting
You know Shaquille, right? Right.
Yeah, he texted me like 4:30 this morning. He's like, "Yeah, be here at 10. I got my alarm set for 9:50."
You know he hadn't went to bed yet.
No, yeah, he's like 4:30 in the morning. I wake up and see him text like, "What?"
I said something. Hold on. Oh, I don't have my phone, but I wish I could read that text. I said something like, "I'm going to sleep a little too late." Oh man. Yeah. I stayed up last night. I was doing some crossword puzzles. Shout out to my boy Ellis Bosold. Reagan. You know who I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
I don't know why we've been doing crosswords recently, and last night. Listen, I gotta say this for everyone. All right, I gotta say this right now. Huang Kim Vu, the worst crossword puzzle maker in the world. Okay, so I advise everyone listening to this, don't ever attempt to crossword by Huang Kim Vu. You ever see that crossword puzzle come up? Throw it out.
that like a racist thing or like?
No, that's his name. His name was Hwang Kim Vu. That was his full name. I memorized that because I hate him so much.
When I turn 80 and start doing crosswords, I'll remember that.
Dude, when you turn 80 and start doing crosswords, see, I'm 80 on the inside already. When you turn 80 and start doing crosswords, you see Hwang Kim Vu come up on your page.
Just burn the book.
Just turn around, bro. Burn it.
Does Ellis feel the same way?
Yes. No, we were getting so mad. We sent Washington Post 4 emails last night. We got so mad. Hold on, dude. I need my phone, bro. Do you have Ellis on Snapchat?
No.
Oh my gosh, dude, it's so funny. So, like the guests, you know how crosswords work. They give you like a little hint and you try to fill in the word.
Yeah.
And these hints he were given were some of the goofiest. Bro, do you know who is it Randy Savage? Do you know who Randy Savage is?
Yeah.
Is it WWE?
Macho
Yeah,
Man Randy.
yeah.
Okay,
Macho
not him. It was someone else. Oh, what was his name? I thought it was something Savage.
Is it a wrestler?
Is it Randy Savage? Okay, if you know something about Randy Savage, what would you call him? Dude, I feel like it's not Randy Savage, though. It's someone
Hulk
else.
Hogan?
No, it
You know
was
Jake
like
the
something
Snake?
Savage. It wasn't a WWE guy.
Oh.
It was not WWE.
But the name has.
But I'm
Savage
pretty
in it.
sure it was Randy Savage.
Randy Savage WWE.
What are we talking
Alright,
about?
listen,
though?
something
like,
different.
I need context.
Alright, listen, let me
Anyways.
give you a different example. So there was one hint where it said part of the way up. That was the exact hint. Part of the way up. What would you guess 5 letters part of the way up? Give me your best shot right now.
Part of the way up.
Part of the way up for
So
5 letters.
you just anything that
Just
rolls
give
off
me
that?
a random guess. Just give me a guess. Your best shot.
Ladder.
Yeah, I guess
That's not 5
ladder.
letters.
Oh, 5 letters.
If you misspell
Steep.
Steep,
I don't know.
okay. Part of the way up could be steep, perhaps. Anything? Midway doesn't fit. Middle doesn't fit.
So what was it?
It was stair.
Like stairs, like walk up.
Yeah, stair was part of the way up.
Without an S.
No S. Stair.
It'd make more sense because usually.
It didn't make any sense at all.
Because usually stairs are like 10 stairs, a flight of stairs.
Part of the way up is a stair.
I don't know.
No, it's not.
I don't know what this guy was doing
Listen,
whenever
Kim
he was.
Hwang Vu needs the. Hwang Kim Vu.
Is he
sorry.
Chinese?
Hwang Kim Vu sounds Korean, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
for sure.
yeah.
Sounds Korean because Kim Vu is like pretty. Anyways, dude, listen. I don't care what his like ethnicity is or race or whatever. That's irrelevant to me. This
Well,
guy
just 'cause of the
deserves death.
That's a little harsh.
It is
But I mean,
intentionally,
for the inconvenience of a crossword puzzle.
Yeah.
dude. Listen, we literally no. Listen. We've been solving all our puzzles like really fast recently, like 30 minutes or less.
Are you doing them online or what?
Yeah, we do it on
Okay.
Washington Post. We do the daily puzzle. We
Oh.
got a daily puzzle.
Okay.
All right, we've been solving really fast. We did yesterday's puzzle, like 2 days ago's puzzle yesterday, because we missed it the day before. So we did that puzzle 20 minutes. Okay. Then we open up the next one and we're like, all right, we're about to hit this sub 20. We're about to get sub 20 on this puzzle. 57 minutes.
Dang. Almost an hour to do it.
57 minutes on a crossword puzzle.
That's a little steep.
Yeah, no, there were some other ones. Also, one of the guesses was born, and it was 3 letters. So, what do you think? If you had the hint of the word, just the word born,
Die.
3 letters.
Yeah.
Okay, so first off, that's not how crosswords work. You don't say the opposite. You have to say like the
Well,
similar.
it's 3 letters. I was just
Similar.
giving you first
Yeah.
thing I was thinking.
Okay. Those are related, but that's not like how it works. But anyways, okay. But 3 letters. There's nothing
Boy?
related. Boy doesn't make sense. Okay, what else?
Where does it intersect at? What letter does it intersect at?
We don't know. Just 3 letters. Can you think of anything that's 3 letters that relates to the word born? Not just relates, but is like same as or like fits in that way. Die is an opposite. So that
No, it's
doesn't
not in
work.
3 letters, no.
If it was opposite, it would say opposite of born. That would be the hint.
Could be Jew. I mean, we don't know. Could be Jew.
We got Kanye on the podcast right now.
Yeah.
Damn, I've been asking for Kanye. I'm so glad now.
He
so
wanted me
happy
to
to
say
have
that.
so happy to have
Before
you
we
on.
continue, I'd like to say that I'm a big fan of the Jewish community.
Reagan's yearning for a Jewish wife to churn his butter. Anyways, the 3-letter answer to born, get this one. Nay, with 2 E's. N-E-E. Whatever that is.
Me?
Nay, knee. I don't know! It's not a real word!
Python, the Knights Who Say Me?
I don't know.
Bro,
That don't make sense to me.
Bro, no. That's just 2 examples. This puzzle was unbelievable.
Well, maybe you need to quit doing this guy's puzzles.
Yeah, no.
And take someone else.
If I see Hwang Kim Vu ever again, I'm serious. I will not click on the puzzle.
All right.
I'm that serious.
We
bro.
need to get him on the podcast.
Part of the way up is
All right.
stare. Part of the way up is stare.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Dude, if this wasn't Bennett's microphone, I'd low-key throw it across the room and go buy another one. I'm so mad right now. Part of the way up is stare. That dude wasted 30 minutes of my time last night. That's why I went to bed so late, bro. I was working on that freaking crossword puzzle the whole time.
Yeah, I can't wait for him to text back and be like an hour in between texts back. I'm like, I gotta go to bed, man.
Yeah.
Just unbelievable, man. Just unbelievable. Just could not believe it.
I haven't done a crossword in a minute. My grandma would always do them.
I've never done them. I've actually, like, you know, other than, like, those ones you did in school that you, like, had to do, I never did.
Kindergarten.
Yeah.
I think the 4-letter long words.
Yeah. Like, I
Last time I did
never
one.
did crosswords. Oh, no. Actually, no. Those are, like, the word searches. So
word
I've
search,
never
yeah.
done crosswords in my life, maybe, until recently. He was doing one, and, you know, we use Discord to talk to each other on the computer, and I was like, hey, just stream it, and I'll help you out. And then it was fun. But, you know, even though we were so mad yesterday, like, the guesses and then the answers were so outrageous that we were, like, I was full-blown crying, laughing. Like, I was streaming tears down my eyes. And, you know, we would guess, like, stupid stuff. Like, one of the hints was just the word bug. It was, like, 4 letters. Started with an R. We couldn't figure out, like, what? Roach? No, it doesn't fit. And he just put bug with like 2 G's. I know that was before we had the R, but he was like, bug. Like, we do stupid stuff like that, but we keep it fun. You know, you can have a good time with anything.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? You can have a good time with anything if you're the right person. That's kind of what we were talking about last time. Is like you can always make a good time out of something.
Yeah.
That's the way you got to live. All right, listen.
Listening.
Let's get into this. We got a special treat for our guest today. You know, I guess we're all going to be answering these questions, but we're about to bombard our guest with some deep, personal, uncomfortable questions.
I'm already pretty uncomfortable, so.
We don't have to ask all of them to him. He could ask some to us. Even.
Yeah.
We're gonna pass it around.
I can make you real uncomfortable.
I just.
that Jay Freaky.
You're welcome.
I remember when you
R.
guys
Kelly.
when you guys moved the table at lunch earlier, and I'm just looking this way, and Joseph's right here. I just realized very uncomfortable.
Yeah, we switched spots at Fuji's, and Bert was laughing at something, so I got like.
I think it was like kids sitting on the floor.
I put like
or something. I don't remember.
I don't know. I was like an inch away from him, and I was like, "What's so funny?" He's like, "Ah." All right, Rayraylillypad. Have you ever had a dream about me?
I think so.
Wow.
I feel like it was.
This is getting intimate.
I think it was.
We're starting out.
Started.
We're batting 100 right now. We're hitting home runs.
I think it was. I actually had a dream about that Yngwie concert we went to.
Oh, dude, that Yngwie concert. I kind of want to. I wish we could go on another concert run
Dude,
together.
We need to.
We need to. That was so fun.
That was
Inkvey?
Yngwie Malmsteen.
One of the
Is
best,
it the
fastest guitar players.
You
of
told
all
me
time.
about him.
Yeah, I've showed
Okay.
you the videos. I'm sure.
He's
Yeah.
lost some weight too.
Really?
Yeah, I mean he was skinny even when we went. He used to be a big boy.
Oh yeah. Which is funny because he hates donuts. He's infamous for hating donuts. All right. Reagan? Rayraylillypad?
Uh-huh.
Oh, what do you like the least about me?
The least about you?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, Be Crazy's got an answer.
No.
Dang, Be Crazy's trying to
No,
share.
this is good.
Be Crazy's wanting to share his opinions.
This is good because I've met him for the first time today, so it's just like
Okay.
air it out.
Air it
All
out.
right.
Hit me with it. I'm ready for it. I can take it.
Promise you won't get mad?
I'm gonna get furious.
Okay. Probably that your feet are so close to me.
Dang.
That's the only thing I have.
He doesn't like that I love him like that.
I do like
Give
the
him a
clean
little-
socks though.
Dude, these are brand new. First time I ever
I
wore
was
these.
gonna bring some socks and then I just totally forgot.
First time worn.
I
too.
told
Look,
him
no
to move that
holes.
chair.
No holes.
By the way.
Bert, dude,
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you about this. I gotta share this with the podcast. That podcast that we did where you said something about how like someone needs to send me a pair of socks.
Yeah.
When I went home that night, there was a new pair of socks on my bed. I'm not kidding. That night when I went home.
Did your mom bring them home?
Yeah, my mom.
She watched the podcast between.
Bro, she
No,
might be watching the podcast. She might be watching the
Dang.
podcast.
Low-key.
No.
Like a scout.
There's no way. But yeah, when I got home that night, I kid you not, there was a new pair. There was a set of socks on my bed when I got home, and the next day there was a second set. I now have 2
So there's
sets.
been a second set of socks.
freshman socks.
So
There's been a second set.
let me ask you
That's
something.
funny.
Do you do your laundry?
Why do you expose me like that?
I mean, I'm just trying to get you.
I've done it many times, but I don't.
Okay,
I
so
don't.
that's how the socks ended up there. She saw the quarter size holes in your
Oh
socks.
yeah, absolutely.
And she's like, this boy
Yes,
can't let him live like this.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. But they've been like
Yo.
that for forever, though.
Shout out to your mom.
Shout out to my mom.
All right.
Thanks,
Come on
mom.
the podcast.
Moms are cool.
On the
Dads are the
podcast.
coolest, in my opinion. But
Mamas, babies, mamas, mamas,
mamas, dramas, mamas.
mamas, dramas, babies,
Obama.
mamas, mamas,
Obamas.
Obamas, Obamas.
Okay.
One big.
Anyway, back to the podcast.
Back in the podcast. All right. What's Reagan ask us a question.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go. We're gonna go in a circle.
Let's go in a circle.
All right, you go next.
All right.
We'll go this way. I asked 2.
All right.
My bad.
All right.
That was a starting question. This is a special guest question, so I got
Of
2.
course, yeah.
Special guest question go to both of you guys, so you
Okay.
just gotta answer.
All right.
Okay.
We'll go with the pretty tame one. What's the wildest thing you've ever done? Anything. Just
I
crazy.
don't know.
You can't be called be crazy for nothing.
Man.
True.
I don't know. I think that's where Be Crazy came from.
Do we
Because
gotta?
of the stories I would tell this guy.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Walmart.
Wildest thing I've ever done, dude. I'm a pretty tame person. I can't even think. Yo, be crazy. You gotta throw it down. What's?
Jeez. Craziest thing I've ever done. Some of it I can't even speak on. So let me just do the stuff that I can.
That's kind of what I feel. I feel like the origins of Jay Freaky is something that I can't really share on the podcast. So, this might be like a little tough question.
Okay, maybe.
Be crazy. You definitely got something you can share with us.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
but-
think of something, dude. What's like the craziest thing I ever did? What's like something really wild? Craziest thing I ever did was I accidentally drove on the wrong side of the road one time, and I came like face to face with a guy, and I had to like whip off, and then he pulled up next to me and was like screaming at me because I made him spill his McDonald's.
What? Was he mad?
Oh, he was pissed. He was furious. I think he wanted to fight me, but I drove off.
I told you about the craziest thing I ever did on the way here.
Yeah, you did. We don't
Wait.
we don't have to say that either.
Like
Unless
coming
you're
down
unless
today?
you're just fine with it, but I mean,
I don't know.
I definitely wouldn't share
Like
that.
coming down today?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I'll tell him
he
that I
shared it
didn't
with
do
me
it.
on
Share
the
a
way
story.
here. On the way here,
Oh.
he told me something. I don't know if I'd be putting that out there. It's your call. If you want to, it's good
Yeah,
content.
It's perfectly safe.
It's good content.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead, share it with us.
All right.
You're not being pressured though.
No.
This is your
if you want
choice.
to.
All right. Okay. It was perfectly safe. I'll put it that
I mean, me and Bird are hiding our secrets right now, so
Dude.
you hide your secrets if
Yeah.
you want to.
This is for getting you guys confused.
Okay. Reagan's a trooper. We got Rayraylillypad might be having to pull up ASAP again.
Yeah. 2 days from now, I'll just be out in the woods hiding from the cops.
Okay.
I was driving down to either Conway or Little Rock. I can't quite remember, but I was going to meet this guy to get a guitar off Facebook Marketplace. And for some reason or another, I had this. It was this black powder pistol, and I mean, this thing had a 12-inch barrel on it. Old, looked like a Civil War gun, and I had the cylinder taken out of it. And the cylinder wasn't loaded. That's what holds the bullets. So it was just the empty frame of the gun, right? And there's this guy. I'm going the speed limit. I don't like driving too fast. So I'm going the speed limit in the slow lane. And this guy, for some reason, just right up behind me with his brights on, just right 10, 15 feet from my back bumper. So I give him a little brake check, right? Tell him to get off of there.
This is at night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably about 9 o'clock, I think, something like that. Maybe a little earlier, but it was dark. And so he gets real mad at that. He pulls into the fast lane, pulls up right beside me. Gets one of those really bright flashlights, starts shining in my driver's side window.
What a douchebag,
Yeah,
first of all.
this dude's
Yeah,
like
what a dick.
He's like a 99 Camry or something like that, and so he's got this thing that's just shining in my eyes. I can't hardly see anything. So first thing that popped into my mind, grab that pistol out of the passenger seat, grab it. He's got the whole thing is probably about that long.
Oh, it was massive.
Yeah.
Huge pistol.
I pull it out of there. I just level it at him.
Oh my god. Like window down?
Window down.
Oh, hell.
Window down. We're the only cars on the road at this point. It's just us. So I don't know what his deal is. I just level that thing in his face.
Oh my god.
Dude slams on the brakes and ends up taking the next exit.
Yeah, I bet he did. I bet he did.
And so I ended up stopping pretty soon after that, I think was my exit.
It's
But
incredible.
It was probably the wildest thing I've ever done.
I want to just state for the record, I actually thought you were talking about something else. I wouldn't have made it as big of a deal, I think.
Well, that was great.
That was a great story.
mean, yeah.
That was a great story.
All this is allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just he had a dream last night about this. That was his dream.
It's all made up.
He's
for
explaining
views,
his dream. This is just for content.
allegedly.
On actually, the reason that he told me that story was on the way here. I did want to talk about this today.
Yes.
I was furious on the way here because I'm driving and I don't like to speed as very much as well. I like to follow the law because I've got tickets before and I don't speed anymore. So I always drive. I think I mentioned this in a podcast before, but I always drive 2 or 3 over the limit. So on the interstate, I go 77 or 78. Usually 78. Usually I'll clock in the cruise control 78. Let the car do the rest. Okay. Seriously. So, anyways, what's so funny?
The car's doing it all. That's how you're getting where you're going.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
So,
Flintstone in it.
shut up.
Yeah. Could be worse.
I might have been. So, anyways, I'm driving, right, and there's this red Dodge. I don't know cars, but it said Dodge on the car.
It was
So
a Challenger.
Dodge Challenger, like a little sports car kind of. So he comes up behind me, and he's like getting real close to me, and I was like, man, what's this douchebag doing? Blah blah blah.
We're already passing people in the slow lane.
Yeah, we're passing people in the slow lane, but like he's like kind of close to me, and like I didn't do anything, of course, and then like I'm driving, he races around me, gets in front of me, and then slows down to 70.
Nice.
Oh,
And I was like,
awesome.
what a douche, bro. Like, what's your problem? So I rode him. Like, I was riding him for a little bit. And then, I don't like to ride people, though, because they can brake check. So I only did that for, like 5 seconds, probably.
Yeah.
And I backed off.
But he wouldn't go above.
But he
that
wouldn't
for-
go, yeah. He
probably
wouldn't go
about
above, like,
50 minutes.
70. And,
So-
like, literally, he was getting, like, next to other cars that were going 70 in the slow lane and just chilling with them.
Matching speed.
And then they would go on. And I got around. And I had to go like 95
Yeah,
to,
we
like,
switched
blow
lanes and
by
he
him.
switched lanes.
If we switched lanes and he'd switch lanes, like he was just trying to like match us.
Yeah.
And then I had to get over and like blow like 95 just to get past this dude because I didn't want to be behind him anymore.
Damn.
And then he was just following me from there. And then he wanted to go fast, of course. He tried to speed up from then.
You gotta
And he
have-
was just following me, and like, but I told Reagan, what I always do when I drive. This is advice that you can take or don't take if you wish. But I have this idea of like a scapegoat. So what a scapegoat is, right? It's like where somebody takes the fall for you. So like what I do is like I never speed unless I have a scapegoat. So like if there's someone behind me that wants to go faster than I'm going, then I'll speed up until I see that they're like matching me and they're not like fading behind or like trying to go around. I'll speed up so that they'll stay behind me. And then I can drive that for as long as they'll stay behind me. And I know that if a cop comes out, I ain't going down for it. It's gonna be them. So this dude in the red Dodge Challenger, the red Dodge Challenger was wanting to stay up with me. So I started going 85 or like 90 for like 5 minutes on the way here, and he didn't get off me. So I just got to have a nice little boost, little speed boost on the way here. So shout out to that guy. You're a dick, but thanks for the quick arrival.
Yeah, I just wish
Appreciate
people
it.
had more or better driving etiquette. I really do.
Dude, people are so like, there's no reason. First off, you don't need to speed. First off,
No.
Yeah.
like it doesn't get you anywhere very much faster.
You maybe make like 30 seconds faster on your trip.
Yeah, literally. So like you don't need to speed in the first place. Second off, like people in cars like get so butthurt over the tiniest little things. Like it's so crazy. And like, dude, I always tell my girlfriend this, but like I always say like I bet they're a fine person outside of the car, but I hate them when they're driving.
Yeah. So that was a big thing in Florida. It's just like,
Oh yeah.
people had FOMO everywhere you went.
What's FOMO?
Fear of missing out. So there'd be 2 cars here at a stoplight, and there's 2 lanes for the stoplight. It's like 2 lanes here, 2 lanes here, whatever. And if I'm pulling up to this one, which is open to stop at the stoplight, the car that's behind this one will pull right here just because it sees me coming up. Would happen all the time. I remember being down there at one point, and there was a car in this lane, and I was way back here, and there was nobody else around. This car had, and I'm not making this up, car somehow went diagonal and covered both lanes. And I'm like, what I'm thinking is maybe this guy missed his turn, and maybe he's cutting over that way.
Right. Yeah.
But then he just like starts driving, like in the lane he's turning, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like it's okay, you know what I mean?
So dumb, man.
But yeah, down there again, people speed because it takes a long time. You got 2 million people in that town. You're just trying to get to where you're trying to get. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
There's so many red lights or stoplights in general, and then just traffic getting backed up. So it does suck. The best thing to do is get the easy pass, and that's what we did.
Yeah.
So
That's for those toll roads, isn't it?
yeah, the toll roads. Good thing about those, you could drive them, and DeSantis made it where if you like spend so much on those toll roads, he cuts it in half. Well, it made it where like they would all get cut in half at the end of the month. So if you spend like $60 or $70 worth of tolls, then it'd cut it to 30 or 35, whatever it is. Yeah. Because Ryan, she'd always have to use it to go, depending on what hospital she was working at that month, or what or rotation she was on for it. You know, she was going out to like celebration. Well, not celebration necessarily, but she was going out distances. You know, it does suck, man. Those tolls are great down there. But yeah, it's just learn how to drive.
For real.
Like I tell Ryan all the time, I was like, I feel like every 2 years we need to retake our driver's test.
I've heard, a lot of people say
What
that.
do you think about the elderly driving?
I don't know.
I have some pretty strong opinions on that one.
It's tough.
It really depends.
It sucks because both my grandparents they'd lost their license, and it's like you're taking a freedom away from somebody.
Right.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd ever want that taken away from me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it comes down to like if them being in the car puts themselves and others in danger, then they shouldn't be able to
I'd
drive.
rather have them than somebody driving drunk or under the influence of something.
Yeah, but they
Because
shouldn't.
just-
Those people
they're natural.
shouldn't. Those people also should not have the ability to drive. And when they're caught, they get their license removed. So it's not the same.
My uncle, when I was down in Florida, he lived up in Rogers. Some lady hit him, killed him on the motorcycle. Yeah. She hasn't seen any jail time, nothing.
She should.
She's probably not going to.
Well, that's
and
not
that's
fair.
kind of an ongoing case right now.
Yeah, that's not fair.
It's not a good thing.
Yeah, but like
That's why we need some good old outlaw justice.
No cap. We need to have vigilantes. Like
That's what I'm saying.
we need to have
But
vigilantes.
no. Back to the elderly thing. It's like when we worked at not McDonald's. We worked at Walmart. I remember there was a guy that always like showed up in like a 90s model S10 Chevy truck, like small truck or whatever. And one day, I don't know what happened, but his foot must have just laid on the gas, and he hit the pole. You know where you push the carts up?
Yeah.
And that thing, it was the front of the truck was like that, and the pole was like right here.
Yeah.
He was good, but
it wasn't the cart corral, right? It was in front of the
right
building,
beside the cart corral.
like just a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was crazy. Bro,
it was wild.
Just to talk about a little like crazy Walmart parking lot stories, because I was a cart pusher, so I saw a lot of stuff. Like, first off, I saw cars hit each other trying to back out at the same time. Ridiculous. Neither person was paying attention. Unbelievable. I got hit once while I was driving one of the handicapped carts inside, and somebody didn't see me behind.
Someone hit you in the car?
Yeah, they didn't check behind their car and they hit me on it. Fortunately, it was like I was almost past them, and they kind of like scraped, like the end
Your
of my
knee?
Not my knee, like they scraped like the back of the thing. So it just kind of like hit me back a little bit. I was like, ah, and then I was fine. I made that exact noise. I was like, ah.
Yeah.
That was my exact reaction. Literally. That happened, but probably the craziest thing I ever saw there, and I still have no idea what happened here, but somebody's car just caught on fire. Like straight up. Somebody's car just caught on fire. Yes. Do you remember that? You weren't there that day, I think.
I wasn't there.
But I'm surprised you didn't hear about it. Somebody's car literally just caught on fire. I have video of it, or I probably would have forgot about it. It just randomly caught on fire. And like I remember I went inside, I was like, somebody's car on fire. Like, ah. And then like people came out and they were like, oh my gosh, why is my car on fire? Yeah. And like, their car was literally just like on fire. And then like eventually, like at first it was like the flame, you see the smoke come out the hood, and then eventually like it had like the pop, like where it kind of like busted, and the flames were just like, the car was on fire. Like had to have fire department come down and like take it out and everything. Like, bro, it was crazy. And like I don't remember what the reason was, but it was just some like malfunction happened and it just caused it to catch on fire.
It's probably 200 degrees. Like he was saying earlier, it's hot out here.
I don't know if it was in the summer or not.
With a magnifying glass in the sea.
Yeah, right. How to do it.
Yeah, but dude, no, that was crazy. That was insane. I was
Yeah.
like, dang, that's bad. That's really, really sad.
Okay, so there was a guy, I've talked about him before, Chip.
Shit. Yes,
okay.
the guy that I hate.
Doesn't even know him.
I met him for like 30 seconds, and I got enough that I can hate him.
Chip, if you're out there, come on the podcast.
Come on the podcast.
I have no strong feelings towards you, Chip. I don't know you. You seem like a pretty cool guy.
Perfect. So anyway.
Don't let the cool name fool you.
I just had to have 3 different opinions.
So
no, you had the same opinion. You took his side.
I said I don't have any strong feelings.
He doesn't
about
even
him.
know him.
I don't love him. I don't hate him.
So
I know he exists.
it was snowing one day, and a lot of people called into work, but he ended up showing up to work, and he pulls in over there by the pharmacy, and it was the ground was like so slick, and he pulls in really quick in this little Volkswagen, and car drives up on the curb, and he's like grinding the curb like a 50-50 on a skateboard.
He
said he came off of it. Anyway, it was like the coolest thing, but the funniest thing too at the same time.
Like, it's funny, right? But like the fact, how do I explain this? Like he's that person who does stupid. Like he's stupid person. And that's what I don't like about him. He's too stupid.
Well, okay,
bro, I talked to him for like 15 seconds. I was like, I hate this guy.
Do you remember Jonathan?
He's so stupid.
You remember Jonathan in the back?
Yeah, I think you mentioned something, but I forgot what you said.
So they were rooming together, like they're like best friends, and they were street racing down there by the courthouse one night, and I guess they took off at the courthouse, about to go over the bridge in Russellville. And there was a cop sitting right there at the luxury pool and spa. And I guess he got on the thing. He's like, pull over. And it's like, they finally pulled over, and they both pulled over. It's like, one of y'all could have ran. But,
true, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not for very long. They'll get him.
No, not for very long. But they both went to court together over that, and they both took the ticket and everything. But he told me a court story when they were in there. It sounded really fun.
But he just seems like too stupid, bro. Like too stupid. Like, he's not just dumb, bro. He's like, is his brain functioning, man? Like, what's
he's
bro?
A person.
Nah, dude. Like, I feel like I just can't stand that guy.
Well, if you don't know him, it's hard to.
Oh, dude.
To tell,
no,
dude.
I just like he just seems like too dumb. Like, he's gonna say something. I'm gonna be like, what is your problem, bro? I'm gonna get tired.
I think of his idea.
I'm gonna get tired of him, bro.
Anyway,
I'm already tired of him. I spent 15 seconds with him.
Okay, next question.
All right, we're getting on the questions.
Your turn to read a question.
Yeah, Bert, your turn, silly.
Oh, okay. Let's see what we got.
You want to scroll down a little bit?
You want Bert? You got any here? You want me to scroll? You let me know. And okay, how about this? We each get one question, and you can direct it to whoever you.
Yeah, that's what I was
thinking.
thinking.
Okay. So if you find like a banger question for me, you know you're about to like catch me up on something, and you can hit me with it. Or if you're like, let's see what Reagan thinks about marriage and children, then you can hit him with one of those.
All right, these are
none of these.
Mediocre. Go down.
I got you.
Okay, go down to like 13.
Yeah. Awkward silence.
What? No, keep going.
All right, we're gonna keep going, ladies and gentlemen.
Not that good.
Here's 12 uncomfortable questions that women ask men.
All right.
Bert,
Well,
are you
gonna
be trans?
I saw the
now?
first two. I already know.
Number 5 there.
Yeah, number 5 doesn't make. Let me ask the viewers. Let us know in the comments what do you think about sexual assault?
Is it pretty cool? Is it not that cool?
Oh my God.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know what you think about sexual assault. Why is that even a question?
There is a right answer.
Who's gonna answer? Yeah, I like it. What answer do you have? It's bad. That's the only answer you can give. What?
Okay.
What's the point in that
I got
question?
it.
All right, to who?
Both of y'all can chime in on
Okay,
it.
all right.
So this one says, question number 10. Do you think that men have advantage over women in society? And I kind of wanted to switch do you think that women have advantage over men in society?
Well, it can go either way. We
That's
can discuss
so
both directions. I think that there's probably advantages for both, of course. You know.
I think society is too broad of a term, honestly.
Yeah, there's advantages in different areas for both sexes.
Yeah, I mean, because like guys are gonna have a better edge in like a construction field, and I feel like more women would do better than a lot of men in maybe like an office setting.
And
it's really complex.
It's also just that, like, our biologies are different, so
Right.
like men have different behavioral tendencies than women as well. That's not just societal. That's people who say that's societal.
It's genetics.
They don't understand. There are biological behavioral differences, like tendencies. Anyways, not obviously like not every guy is gonna be like this type of behavior and every girl's this type of behavior, but there are like very clear tendencies for guys to behave this way and for girls to behave this way, and they're biological, and so for in that regard, because men and women are different, they're not the same. Like a lot of people try to say they are. Then when two people are different, they're going to have strengths and weaknesses. Mm-hmm. So when men and women are biologically, generally different, then they have strengths and weaknesses.
And we were talking about this earlier or before we ate their Fuji's, talking about the family, that's like in a family setting. How mom and dad have different roles.
Yeah.
Even in a family. So.
I do not remember talking about that. Was I asleep during that? Well,
you may have been.
What are you talking about? Bert, were you there for that?
No, we were sitting in the car.
Oh, in the car?
Yeah, it was before we went in.
Joseph was on his phone when I pulled up.
That's true, yeah.
He didn't hear.
He was talking. He may have just not.
Oh.
Huh, maybe. I don't know. I'm telling you, I'm sleepy.
It got kind of...
I'm telling you, bro.
Baby.
Sleepy Joe.
It got kind of heated.
Did it?
Yeah.
What did I say? Jog my memory a little bit.
It may not be podcast friendly.
Okay, never mind.
Friendly.
Dang. All right. Well, anyways, what was the question? Do you think that men have an advantage? Yeah. So I think generally we're like equal, because obviously like
as far as rights go.
As far as rights, like these system. Well, if anything, women are more favored in the current society.
Men
cases and such.
Oh, women.
Women.
Yeah.
In today's society, women are more favored, especially when you have like you have such a push for like women in everything, so that we're at the point now where like one of feminists like biggest arguments is that like men get the job over women, or like men get the raise or whatever. But like we know now that the reason that men get like higher wages is the statistics, the way they measure that is BS. And I actually wrote an essay about that in high school, so I can tell you all about it. But two, like one of the things is that men are like more likely to ask for raises, and women are more likely to take what they get. Yeah. And so that's just one factor. There's many factors that go into that whole wage gap garbage. That's just one of the factors. Just to break it down like very briefly, the wage gap, the reason that it's like 70 cents to $1, they're not actually measuring like what women make compared to men. They're measuring like the total amount of wealth that men have compared to the total amount of wealth that women have. So of course that can't be equal. Like you can't have all men, the group of all men, making the exact same amount of money as all women. That wouldn't even be possible, because
they tend to choose higher paying jobs, more dangerous jobs as well.
That's the thing. But you don't even have to put all these like more dangerous, less agreeable. You don't even have to put these labels on it. You just have to say that the reason there's this difference is because of the choice. We have a society where people can freely make choices of what jobs they want to do, and the value of those jobs may not be as high for one group compared to another. But if you did a study and said that like, okay, all people with long hair versus all people with short hair, and you find out that people with longer hair made less money than people with shorter hair, are you gonna say it's because their hair's long? Is that gonna be the argument that you would make?
I know some.
Or are you just gonna? Well, yeah, some people would, but exactly, some people would. But are we really gonna make a big deal out of that? Like, are you really gonna think that like everyone's discriminating just because these people have long hair? Or are we going to say that, like, maybe it's just like correlation is not causation. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's just the fact that it just so happens to be that people with longer hair tend to choose jobs that are less paying, that pay less. Yeah. Maybe that's just how it works.
I feel like it's just an individual.
It is.
Like, in general.
It all comes down to choice.
That's how I base down. It comes down for me. It's like the individual of the person.
Yes.
Race, religion, anything like that.
Yes. Because right now our society is at a point where like everyone has an equal opportunity to do anything that they want to do.
People don't realize how good they have it here in the United States.
But like I was saying, sorry.
No, you're good.
Like I was saying a second ago, like I would even go so far as to say that the minorities have more of a chance in today's society. I don't think it's large. I think we still have it's just as much of a chance. But if it came down to it, an employer might choose a woman over a man. If they were equally qualified, and they were just having a hard time, I don't know who to pick here. They both have good qualifications, they both had good interviews, and they're I don't know what to do. They might say well, let's just choose the woman because then that makes us look less sexist.
Oh, nowadays,
yeah, because these problems have been made so big that you don't think that has an influence. Right. You don't think that has an influence on people's minds? Nowadays, if it really comes down to it, nobody's gonna choose a man over a woman anymore. Because it's become more socially valuable to have women employees. It has.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So of course, in that way, women almost have more of an advantage over men. But I still feel like men have just as many opportunities. I don't think we've lost any opportunities really. And I guess I don't know. I think that we're pretty fair. Just about as fair as you can get right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, everyone's complaining about problems that don't exist.
Right. That's one of the biggest things I noticed. It's just, I can't remember who said it, but I saw this video. It's that's how good we have it here. People just make enough stuff to be mad about.
Exactly.
Drinking milk is racist somehow. But, I mean, if anything, it shows how good we have it. If that's racist,
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a post one time. I don't remember what it was on. Probably Instagram. It was some girl just men are trash, men are this, men are that. And it's when your car breaks down, who can bring it to? Who built the buildings that you go into your job? And I'm not sexual, anything like that here, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you think about it, it's all these things that you have. I mean, I know these are made in factories, but just a lot of this stuff.
Kid's probably a man.
There you go. Yeah, fair enough. But
hey, be careful! You're gonna have Jackson start calling that 14-year-old a woman.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's just
Shut up.
It's crazy. On the pod.
On the pod.
I think the neighbors already know who he is.
They probably have to.
Yeah.
That was a joke.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna get that door kicked in.
Jeez, he don't live around here. I have no idea what he's up to, so
Me neither.
I don't care to know either.
But I don't know. It is kind of crazy. It's you can't just bash a gender. It's it's sort of individual.
It's absolutely individual, and it's absolutely it's all about the individual.
Mm-hmm.
But I've definitely gone through a phase where I felt like I hated women just because I had so many bad experiences with them.
Yeah, and it's not that.
I'm past that now. I know that it's not all women, or it's not a woman problem. It's just to be honest, the problem I was having was a cultural problem. America's culture, mostly for girls, because here's the thing, we're guys. So the things that guys do that are shitty, we don't really care that much about. It's not that we don't care, but it's they don't affect us. Mm-hmm. So we can still be friends with guys and be happy. But when girls do shitty things to us, then we, it's what was that? Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's just annoying. It bothers us, and they're they have a different type of shitty than we do. You know what I mean? So we can put up with our own kind of BS, but we're not meant to put up with their kind of BS, because we're different, right? So I had so many bad experiences with women in the past, not just dating. I'm talking about friendships, or you just bosses, co-workers that just dude, it was I couldn't have a female in my life that didn't just piss me off. Seriously,
Mom.
Yo, chill. Hey, every mom makes their kids mad sometimes. Anyways, I love my mom.
Love you, Mom.
Shout out to Mom.
Shout out to
Joseph's mom too.
Whoa.
She's a wonderful woman.
Help me.
Very nice.
Help. But anyways, dude, I forgot what I was talking about now. Gosh. Oh yeah, I went through that phase, but now I know that it definitely is not it's definitely not a woman problem. It's just I think our culture just sucks. I think American culture in general just blows. Yeah. And we're so, it's just so bad at this point. And you got girls like, I know that like, I think you share a different opinion than I do. I don't know what you think, but like about, I think it's terrible that like the way that I guess everyone, but specifically girls dress. Like I was saying before, like, if a guy walks outside with like no t-shirt on, like it doesn't bother me so much because I'm a guy, right? But like when I see girls walking around literally have their asses hanging out, like tits showing, no bra, they got the nips poking through their shirts and whatever. It's like, are you not like ashamed of yourself? Like I don't understand how girls like can just show their bodies off like that. And like, it's hilarious that like, they think that it empowers them, but like if you trace it back, it's been men who push for that to happen.
I really do think a lot of them say they do it for, because they feel empowered. I really think they do it because they want approval from somebody, whether it be someone telling them they look good or whatever.
Yeah, of course. They need attention.
Right.
And it does make them feel good because, they feel sexy, but why do they feel sexy? Or like, why do they feel hot? Who are you feeling hot for? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't feel hot if there weren't people looking at you thinking that you're hot. You know what I'm saying? It's like the whole reason you're doing that stuff is to get eyes on you. And like, I just, I'm not with that. I just like, and I don't need to be seeing it, Like I'm the kind of guy that like, if I got a girlfriend or whatever, like I don't need to be looking at other girls at all. And like, but like,
it's a good practice.
These girls are walking around, dude.
It's a good way to avoid a lot of trouble.
Yeah. But like, they're like walking around with like butt hanging out. And it's like, even if you
care if I do it though.
No, if Reagan does it, I'm a post it on
He
YouTube.
prefers
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I might have to.
I mean, understandable.
But yeah, I don't know. I just like sometimes I actually like sometimes I literally can't believe that like people think that that's okay. I mean, it's not to like take shots at you or anything, but like
no.
Like it's kind of baffling to me that like people don't like see that as like an issue.
Well, I mean, I guess that some of the women I've been with, it's like I'm not gonna tell them what to do. But
it's not about that.
That doesn't mean I have to be with them forever or be with them at all. But like the ones that just work out perfect, the people that you're with that just work out perfect, you don't even have to like say anything. You're fine. Look at what I'm in right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's pretty sexy.
Thanks. But yeah, like the one I'm with right now, my fiance is just, we just vibed. It was like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. It was nothing like that. It was just like we synced up.
Yeah,
it was
I'm not
perfect.
I'm not saying anything about. I'm literally just talking about like even like a single
just
people like I can't believe. Yeah, like I just can't believe that like like obviously like I said like the guys thing like doesn't really bother me because I'm a dude, so I don't really like recognize that.
If you don't like that, you wouldn't make it in Florida. I'll say that right now.
Yeah,
there was chicks coming in there, literally cheeks hanging out.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's
insane.
like that's insane.
Like bikini.
That's insane.
Oh yeah,
cheeks hanging out, but they'll have like the dress over it.
It's
especially
crazy, bro. They're living like such a like sex driven lifestyle. Like if you don't think that's sexual, then like you're in denial. Yeah. You are like you're just in denial. Like the girls who are like that, they try to be like, "Oh, it's not a sex thing," but like, then they'll be like, "Slay, girl, slay, boo."
Some
are
so annoying.
Sexy.
Some are very annoying.
Bro, like it's full, dude. If your ass is hanging out of your pants, it's full blown like you want sexual attention. That's all there is. No girl.
I wear my hoochie daddy shorts.
No girl walks around with her butt cheeks hanging out, and then the guy looks and she's like, "Oops, I had no idea that was gonna happen." Like they know what they're doing. Oh, yeah. They know what they're doing.
Just like the videos.
It's not a surprise.
Yeah.
What, those gym videos?
No, never mind.
What videos?
No videos. Keep going.
Oh, he doesn't know about them yet. There's a lot more you can use the internet for. No.
Dang.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Anyways, yeah, it's just baffling to me. Like I don't understand, and I really don't understand. Gosh, I'm not trying to like hit you with anything, but like I don't understand how guys are aren't bothered by like their girls showing off their bodies in public to anyone who wants to look, but like it's like crazy to me that like girls, a lot of girls will like post their pics or like they'll dress like slutty and like they'll let guys look at them, whatever. But if a guy ever like looks and they like
it's
catch
his
him,
fault.
then they're like, "Oh, you creep, you disgusting! Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
you're literally gross. Why would you look at me?" It's like, really? Your ass is hanging out. You post it on Instagram. You got videos of you twerking on Instagram, and you're gonna get mad that somebody looked at you. You really? Are you serious?
That's crazy.
It's so stupid.
There's that one video, that girl like lifting weights or whatever, and there's
Yes.
a guy behind.
Yes. He
That's
looks
the
for.
whole controversy with those chicks at the gym doing that.
Yeah.
She's like, do you have something? Do you need something? Okay, I thought so. And he's like, no. He's like, okay, I thought so.
That poor guy was just existing.
Bro, he
Right.
literally, it's literally like two dudes, like they're just like hitting the waist, and then like dude like glances over for like half a second, cause she's literally taking her shirt off. She's literally taking her shirt off in front of the mirror. Like, what do you expect?
I seen the one with the blind dude that was at the gym working out. Oh, that made me so mad. She's like yelling at him for looking at her when
I
he
haven't
literally
seen that,
just
yeah.
can't see anything.
That's
Anyways, let's get back to the questions.
okay. I'm gonna take a quick intermission. Y'all keep going. For a second, all right?
Dang. Okay, we'll go without Bert.
Yeah.
Let's get a couple guest questions in. Let's get a couple extra bonus questions.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna do a rapid fire round. You give, I'll rapid fire. You short answer. All right.
Okay.
What do you think about feminism?
Feminism, first wave or third wave?
Just give your opinion overall. You can declare both sides.
Started out good, now bad.
Okay. What do you think about gender equality?
It exists.
Should we have it?
Yeah, I mean, we have it.
Okay,
I would
good.
say.
Okay. What do you think is the biggest challenge for women today?
Made up problems.
What do you think about abortion?
Not a fan.
What do you think about sexual assault?
Not a fan.
Secretly. What do you think about the wage gap?
Is it real?
What do you think about the way women are portrayed in the media?
Not great.
Do you think there are double standards in society when it comes to how men and women are treated?
Absolutely.
Do you think that men and women are equal?
I would say so.
We already answered 10. What do you think about beauty standards?
I don't even know what beauty standards are.
What do you think about women's rights?
Let's talk about women's wrongs.
So true. Let's get off the topic of women's rights. We need to start talking about women's wrongs a little more. Maybe they stop dressing so slutty.
Oh, I love this.
All right, bro. Hit me with some rapid fire.
All right.
You going to the next one? Dang.
Oh.
The questions that men ask women. Give me those. Give me the men ask women questions.
All right, if I can figure out how to
Do you know how to scroll, bro? Dude's never used a laptop before. Down one more. That's the one you just did. Okay,
Alright.
here we go. Let's get the top 12, I guess.
All
You
right.
can scroll down one more. You can get one more.
Okay.
We'll do around the 12.
Okay.
All right.
How do you feel about abortion?
Hate it?
Do you want to get married someday?
Yes.
Do you want children? How many?
Yes. 1 or 2.
How do you feel about religion and or spirituality?
Strongly Christian.
What do you think about celibacy or abstinence?
It should be. You should be celibate / abstinent until marriage. Should be.
How do you feel about birth control?
It really depends. I think you shouldn't take birth control for the purpose of not having a baby, unless you're talking about condoms. Then I think that's fine. But if you have like actual problems, like hormonal problems or something that birth control would fix, like period issues, then that's okay. But like I think birth control is dangerous in like mental ways. Like birth control kind of like, since it messes with your hormones, it can really mess with like your mentality and different things.
Oh yeah.
And so I don't think anyone should take birth control unless it's actually necessary.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
my opinion.
I kind of butted to that when I ruined a rapid fire, but yeah, I had some experience with that high school girlfriend.
Yeah.
She was, I don't even know why she was on it. We never did anything, but she was always messing with her emotions, always mad at me.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, it's just this birth control. I was like,
It's like, stop taking it.
yeah, exactly.
Unless she needs it. Unless she has like actual problems where she needs it, which in that case I don't think it should be classified as birth control.
No, I mean,
In that case, it's just
I mean,
medication.
that's where the problems came from.
Yeah, of course.
Back to the rapid
Next.
fire. What is your relationship history?
One ex-girlfriend.
How do you feel about surrogacy?
That's
if
carrying
your girl
somebody
can't
else's.
if your girl can't have kids, then, or if you can't have kids, then having someone else provide the necessary.
I'm not good with it in my relationship, but I guess it's an option for other people.
What is your opinion about prostitution?
Bad.
What is your weight?
Right now, like 235.
235, better than me. Do you think there's a difference between the way men and women think?
I just talked about that.
Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah.
Generally.
What do you
I've actually just slightly. This is ironic. I actually think that I think more femininely.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that I still have. It's really hard to say. Like, I feel like I have like the man and women side, but like I really have like woman emotions.
I feel kind of the same way. I like, especially in a relationship.
Yeah,
I feel like
sure.
I just have a lot of feelings.
Yeah,
and
I definitely have like woman emotions, but like I can still think things through, and
exactly.
I still, I recognize that I'm a man, so
Right.
I've tried to fulfill my role as a man.
Yeah.
Which, it's not like I'm being forced to do that because I was born as a male. It's like that's what you want to do as a man. It's not anything. But yeah, I think pretty feminine.
Mm-hmm.
I think my brain and my especially my emotions are far more feminine than they are manly.
I think I'm kind of the same way because I really, before I say like almost anything, I try to take people's feelings into account because I don't like upsetting people.
Yeah, of course.
It's something that really bothers me.
Yeah.
And so I always try to just consider how people are going to feel before I say something.
Right.
And sometimes that's not great. It doesn't work out great for me.
Well, you got to always tell the truth.
Right.
You have to always tell the truth.
Because you got to walk a fine line between not hurting their feelings and then, not lying to them.
Yes. So, yeah, that's the thing that I've learned is that you always have to tell the truth in every situation. Even when you don't think it's going to be the best thing, it is always the best thing to do.
Exactly.
You should always tell the truth, regardless of how small or how big it is. You should always tell the truth. And but yeah, that that like you said, that comes down to like when sometimes there are things that are hard to say, hard to tell the truth on.
Oh yeah.
Because it's probably gonna hurt someone, but you got to do it. But that doesn't mean that you go in and be a dick.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you can tell the truth while obviously while clearly making it like, hey, I'm not trying to be a jerk.
Right.
Like, but I have to be honest. Okay. Next.
All right, last question on this one. What do you think about men who cheat on their wives or girlfriends?
I think that's I don't know if I'd go so far as to say it's the worst thing a human can do, but I think that is one of the worst things a human can do to another human being. And if I ever find out that any of my friends cheated, I would tell their girlfriends regardless.
I think that's the right thing to do.
Absolutely. Actually, there was a girl that I worked with at Cracker Barrel. Total bitch. Hated her. Didn't want to do work. I only ever worked with her literally one shift.
What was her name?
Emily?
Stay off the podcast, Emily.
She's never invited. She's never coming on. But she, that day at work, just a little backstory. That day at work, first off, she came in. She was fine. She was totally fine. And then she just suddenly starts complaining about, I have a headache. I need to go home. I can't work today. She hadn't even worked in 2 weeks at this point. She just not been working because they stopped scheduling her, and then the one day she comes in, she want to complain and want to go home on a 3-hour shift, by the way. 3-hour shift, and then I hear her bragging to somebody else, because your kitchen is really small in Cracker Barrel. I hear her bragging to someone else right next to me about how she cheated on her boyfriend and didn't get caught. So I'll tell you right now, she's lucky that I couldn't find her boyfriend on Instagram. Because I was trying to message him.
Oh, dude, back.
I was trying very hard to find him and let him know that his girlfriend's a whore.
Oh, yeah. Back before I deleted all those dating apps, every now and then you'd see I'm married or I'm in trying to keep it secret. My success rate was pretty good about finding.
Really?
Oh yeah, because it's usually always people in that local area.
Yeah.
And you have a first name to work with.
Well, usually when I saw those, they were a black screen. Yeah. They wouldn't put their faces on.
That's when I ran into trouble, but I could find the ones where they were dumb enough to post their face.
Yeah.
Then I could find those. I think I got about 4 or 5 of them that I sent messages to.
That's good, bro. Doing God's work out here.
Oh yeah. We got another short fire list.
We could. There might be a few underneath. Oh no, there's not.
Ask your colleagues.
All right. Well, let me hit you with a few questions. Uncomfortable question for your colleagues.
Hang on.
Oh, what? Yeah, what do you think about the recent layoffs in the company? Why does this assume that there's layoffs in the company?
Right.
What if the company's booming? In Lightio.com? What if the company's booming? All right, here we go. Questions for your partner. Oh yeah, these are some good ones. All right, Reagan, what do you think about monogamy?
I'm a fan. I think it's 1 and 1. I don't think you need to bring anyone else into it.
Nice. What do you think about open relationships? This is the same question.
Refer to previously stated.
What do you think about polyamory? Also the
Bad.
same exact question.
Yeah, these are all stuff that we've gone over already.
No, but like 1, 2, and 3 are all the same question. It's literally all about like, do you think one versus
Yeah.
many? That's okay. What is the definition of cheating for you?
Oh, it says what is my definition of cheating?
Yeah.
I would say trying to get intimacy from any other person besides the person you're in a relationship with.
Nice.
Any form of intimacy.
Have you ever cheated on a partner?
I have not.
Nice. Do you have any deal breakers in a relationship?
Definitely. Do I have to go over them?
Up to you.
Okay.
No, you don't have to.
Okay, I'll just say yeah. I do
Okay,
that.
how do you feel about divorce?
I don't like it. I think that once you agree to marry that person, you should be with that person.
Agreed. Are you ready to settle down?
I would say so. I mean, I'm in a weird spot right now where, like, I had to reconcile with myself that it was okay for me to be single after a very long time of being depressed over. I'd be depressed about not being in a relationship, and then I'd get in a relationship, and then it would just be, like, miserable.
Mm.
And so it took me a long time to finally reconcile. It's like, it's okay to be single, work on myself, make myself better, and if I meet somebody during that time, great. If not, cool.
There you go. What are your thoughts on children?
I would love to have kids.
Nice. I don't know why I just keep going. Nice. These are some good answers. What do you think about swinging?
Like swing set?
No, like swinging, like swingers, like 60s kind of stuff, like
No.
like people in a relationship. It's literally the same as it's literally question 1, 2, and 3 all over again.
Is it
Bro.
like
What do you think about like having relations with like other couples or like bringing a third like a third girl in?
no?
Okay,
Refer to
okay.
first two.
Refer to first two. Okay. Do you have any medical conditions that might affect our intimate relationship? Straight-itis.
I was about to say, maybe straight a medical condition.
Heterosexual. Okay, are you taking any medications that may affect our intimate relationship?
The only thing I take is creatine.
Sheesh. Oh, it's affecting for the better. Dang.
All
All right, Bert. Dude, I think okay.
Yeah.
Me and Reagan have the same answers on these. So Reagan, how about you ask Bert the question? Since I just asked all
Let's
these.
go back and forth with them. I'll ask
The
one. you
same
ask one.
answers?
Okay, we can go back and forth. We're gonna
Okay.
ask you these questions because me and Reagan answer everything the exact same.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do the first one and then skip to the fourth one.
Yeah, everything's the same
Okay.
for us, literally.
Cool.
Okay.
Do you want to go first or me go first?
Yeah, Bert. What do you? Well, no. Yeah. Okay. What do you think about monogamy? You know what that is, right?
Yeah. I mean,
What do you think about it?
it is what it is, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, ask number 2. Go ahead.
Okay, what's your definition of cheating?
That's not number 2.
Oh yeah, that's
No,
not
the
Go ahead. that's
2 and 3 are the
Yeah,
same
that's right,
questions.
that's right.
Definition of cheating.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess. I mean, it can be before sex, obviously.
Okay.
You know,
That's kind of what I said.
you borderline flirting depends. You know, what do y'all say about that?
Yeah.
I would, yeah, I kind of agree with what Reagan said, but I guess the way I would explain it more is like to act on like in an like a bad intention.
Well, if you know it's gonna go somewhere and you're doing it,
Yeah.
to act on bad
Then-
intentions, that's what I would say.
yeah,
So like
That's better.
Yeah. to act on bad intentions.
yeah.
All right. Have you? Is it okay to ask? I don't even know. Have you ever cheated on a partner? I don't even know.
He
the
said, "Is it
answer.
okay that he asked?"
Oh, I don't know the answer.
I've had some bad days.
I knew the answer.
Not proud of them. Not me anymore.
Bro, I should have said number 5? Question mark. My bad.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's all you should.
Do you
do.
It's all good. You get the
Yeah.
past.
Do you have any deal breakers in a relationship? Or are you just taking anybody?
No, I'm not taking anybody. I got standards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
everyone got
not
standards.
really deal breakers.
What are those like 1 or 2 things that just not happening?
You got to be somewhat like intelligent in a way. I've been.
Can't be stupid.
No.
She can't be Chip.
My thing has brought me places that like my head didn't really notice where I was before.
Just led the places I wouldn't go with the gun.
Yeah, exactly. So
true, bro.
I'd
say having some brains is a pretty good one.
Yeah, that's important.
That is.
Yeah, because like literally, I've been in some.
They can't be
some
like
areas.
stupid, because then they're just gonna be causing you problems all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
They do that anyways. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm playing.
No, like I've totally like obviously been in other relationships before
Yeah.
the one I'm in right now, and it was a night and day difference.
Yeah, let's just start off by saying real quick. I mean, Reagan doesn't know Rye, but Rye's great. Let's
Rye's
just put
right
that
there
out
in
there.
that fridge.
There she is. But I'm not talking about her like appearance. I'm saying she's a great person.
Yeah.
You're good, bro. Like she's definitely.
Thank you. Yeah, she actually worked with us whenever.
Yeah.
Okay.
We worked at.
Yeah, she worked at Walmart with us. But yeah, no, she's good. She's a good person. I'm glad y'all are together.
I am too.
All right. Reagan, did you ask the last one? You did.
Are we done with the questions?
Nah, bro. We got dang,
I think
what are you
the
trying to
last
move?
one.
Dang.
I was going to say we need more questions.
All right, how do you feel about divorce?
Makes sense. If it's not working out, let's just say 1 or 2. All right.
What are you talking about? What's one or two?
Divorces.
Huh?
Like if you have.
If you
one or
get
two.
married twice,
Yeah.
and the first one doesn't work out, you're like, okay.
Let me ask you something. Then.
Always have a second chance. You could try it again, but
Let me
after the
ask you
second one,
something.
it's just.
Do you think that people divorce way too easily? Do you think that like people divorce over problems that they could stick with and then last?
I don't think a lot of these people are thinking before they get married though either.
Probably yeah. Probably that's
Like
probably,
they're not thinking of the repercussions of
That's
like
probably also
getting married.
true. That's both probably true.
So that's.
I mean, because I notice a lot of people, they want the wedding, but they don't want the life after that.
No.
Yeah,
they don't want to put in the work.
Yeah.
They're for the
Nobody
Instagram
wants to
story.
put in the work
Yeah.
for anything nowadays. So
Yeah, no.
I think like divorce shouldn't happen. Like especially like marriage is like a promise. That's like the whole point of marriage. It's the whole point of marriage is making a promise. Like you said, it's not about the wedding day. It's not about your piece of paper you get from the government. I believe you can get married without being like recognized by the government or like you could be living out in the jungle and get married with no priest, no wedding, no you can just make a vow to each other and you're married, husband and wife from then on.
Yeah, I think we even talked about that.
Did
like,
we on the pod?
Maybe.
We
just us
talked about
personally.
it outside.
Like I
Because
felt,
I'm Christian and I kind of started wondering like what really constitutes marriage. We did talk about it, but it wasn't on the pod.
Yeah.
Yes. So, that's what I believe. You don't need the government. You don't need a wedding. You just need two people making a vow for my belief as a Christian, making a vow in front of God, and then that is you're sealed. You're bonded together.
Yeah.
But so like divorce, if you divorce, like the whole point of the promise was that you're gonna stand by each other and you're gonna make it through everything and you're always gonna be that in sickness and health, like you're gonna be that support for them, like, and then you give them the support whenever they need it, and then there's gonna be times when you need it, they're gonna give you the support. Like you're both supposed to be like a pillar
Let's just
that
be a
each other
relationship in
can lean
general.
on. Yeah.
But yeah, it leads to that.
And so, but like a relationship, there's you don't have to, you haven't made any like vow to stay together, to be together. But like in marriage, like you've vowed to each other that you're gonna last through it. And it is truly my belief that like regardless of like how bad times might seem, the only time that I think it's acceptable to divorce is in the case of cheating. Other than that, I think that like regardless of how bad the times like might seem for each other, like if you actually like bear down and stick through it with each other and you make it out to the other side, because eventually you will, even if it takes you 5 years to get past that like struggle point, like eventually you'll make it out on the other side together, and once you get to that point you'll be stronger than ever.
But if it's not
Each
working,
time you go through something.
right? But if it's not working, don't beat the dead horse.
I disagree. I think that if it's not working, you have to figure out how to make it work. That's the whole point.
I'll throw this in there. What if it's for the sake of the kids staying together?
Well,
Because
That's another thing. Like once you have kids, like it's your
responsibility,
responsibility, your duty to provide parents with them.
And
so
But then,
sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I'll add this. But then, how would you feel about once they're old enough, move out maybe? That kind of different thing right there. I'll throw that monkey wrench.
Yeah, I mean, that's usually what I feel happens. Like, they'll want to be separated for so long, and then 18, they move out, go to college, and it's like, that's when.
I don't feel like parents like consider their kids anymore in the marriage. I think they get divorced whenever they want to, and they don't think it. Well, obviously they're not thinking about anyone but themselves in the first place. If they could be selfless, they would have no problem staying in a marriage.
Yeah.
And people are too self-centered. They put themselves first, and that doesn't work.
That is one thing we were talking about. I honestly still don't remember it.
When?
About,
Today?
Mom and, yeah, about the mom and dad's roles, about for their kids, their different types of.
When did we talk about kids?
We were sitting in the car waiting on Be Crazy.
When we were waiting on him.
Yeah.
Bro, I was texting that whole time.
I'm glad.
I probably was like talking, like my opinion, but my brain.
Passionately.
Yeah, my brain probably wasn't like logging what I was saying because I think I was texting like that whole time. I'm so sorry.
I'm glad you're like.
But I was really like, it probably was my true belief.
Yeah.
I just don't remember it.
It sure sounded like it.
No, yeah, yeah.
I'm glad you're bringing that up
That's
because
crazy.
last night we were eating and he was like, "You don't know what job I'm getting," and I'm like, "I've done a lot of things since we talked about your job." And
Bro, we've talked about it like so many times.
Initially, I was right about the job.
No,
he
you
was
were
getting
wrong
about Walmart.
Yeah.
He just never said to me that they had gotten back to him.
That's not true. There was never anything to get back to. I told you they offered it to me
So
from
you
the very
just
start.
you just made yourself a position. And
They
was
offered it to me. I never interviewed. I never did
and
anything.
you said no one got back to you or anything. This is like when we first.
There was nothing to get back to. I literally just got an email one day that said, "Here's a job offer from Walmart." That was it. There was nothing to get back to on.
There was something.
No, bro. I think
Because
you're
you
getting
didn't,
confused. Maybe when I told you that I had the job, maybe you thought that like I applied and like my connection was gonna get me in or whatever. But
I think
at that
that's where it
point,
stopped.
at that point, I already had the offer. No, when
Okay.
I told you about it, like the first day that I mentioned Walmart to you, I already had the offer.
So
I had already accepted
all
the
I
offer.
remember was that you applied, and that's where it stopped.
No, I already accepted it by the
Okay.
time we talked about it.
So real quick, back to what we were talking about
My
here.
bad. Yeah.
No, you're good. So your parents, are they the first that they've married each other? Like
Yeah, of
your
course.
mom, your dad.
Yeah,
the
they've been
first?
married since they were like 18 and like 20 or whatever, 19 and 20, whatever.
What
Something
about
like
your parents?
Same.
thing.
Yeah.
Like they're the
They-
first.
Yeah, they've been. My mom was, I think, 19 when they got married. My dad was, I think, in his mid-20s. But yeah, they've been married for 20-some years.
Okay. So a little different here. Both my parents have been married 7 times. They got married when I was like 3 years old
that.
for a few months, and that was it. So it's a little different for me to
Right.
like speak on that because if it's not working, it's not working. You know what I'm saying?
But I think, from my perspective, like when it's not working, it's because like they're not like trying, they're not like genuinely trying hard enough to make it work.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times, like a problem comes up and they don't want to deal with it. Like
Right.
they're not willing to make the effort to make it work. You know what I mean?
Right. I'll focus on my dad here.
Okay.
But if he's the only one putting effort into it, and he doesn't have a strong woman to back him up, why would you?
Yeah,
You're
but
wasting your life.
like you said before,
You're literally-
he
your time is
he
valuable.
probably got into relationships like before.
Yeah, I'm sure that. But anyway, not to air that whole thing out with my dad, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I got you.
it is what
But
it is.
for like something like that, like if you choose to marry a woman, like maybe she's not like holding up her side, but I'm sorry, you chose that. You chose to marry her. You made the promise to her. You should honor your promise to her. That's your vow
Yeah.
that you made to her. You're supposed to spend enough time with her that you know what kind of person she's gonna be, and I'm sure that the way that she's acting probably wasn't new to him when she's not giving like that effort and all that stuff, and
Well, I think
even though that happens, he needs to stay by her side, and
I think this is his last one, but
that's good.
he's
I'm talking about the past stuff.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying like there's not going to be an 8 if anything happens here.
That's good.
So
Oh, I see. What you
Yeah,
mean.
yeah.
I got you.
He's the guy that's not going to let anyone hold a gun to his head.
Yeah.
I feel it, man. That's my dog. Like, it's been me and him since 2 months old. Like, grew up with him, basically. Like, he raised me. And, yeah. So, it's been real. I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
Learned a lot.
I just like, I like.
But no, I get like what you're saying.
I got
100%. Because my great grandparents were that way.
Yeah.
Well, my actual grandpa got killed in a car wreck, and then the guy that basically raised me with my parents or with my dad, he was my grandpa, but it was like his best friend got killed in the car wreck, and he started dating my grandma. But they were together 55, 60 years.
Dang.
Long time, yeah.
But like, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I just I like to imagine like imagine the difference in like like let's say your dad.
Yo, let's get my dad on the podcast.
All
right.
I thought you were gonna say let's not use my dad anymore.
No.
Let's not use your dad.
Talk all day.
Let's not use your dad. Let's use
no. Go ahead.
No. Let me just throw an example out. So let's say like a guy like has he has many wives. 7. This is a random number I just came up with.
Yeah, really random. Go ahead.
Let's say like how old your dad?
He was telling me today he'll be 60 in September.
So let's say he's like 60 in like October or something like that.
Okay.
It's just a random guy. I'm not like
not my dad.
anything. Not your dad. No. Why'd you bring that up? Why'd you bring that up? I wasn't even talking about him. What is your dad's name though?
John Carpenter.
Okay, so let's say his name was like Jason.
Yeah.
Let's say his name was like Jason Schmarpender. All right.
What a loony name. Let's just say his name. Like
John Carpenter was the guy that directed The Thing.
Yeah.
I feel like we're downgrading him.
No, I'm just kidding. Let's say there's a guy named Jason, right? And he's old. It doesn't matter. This is just you don't even need a name. So let's just say there's a guy like he's been married like many times in his life, and let's say his last one. I'm seriously not trying to talk about your dad, but let's say it's like 60s, like late in life.
Let's
I'm just saying.
My uncle Pete.
Okay, his uncle Pete.
He's been married like 4 or 5
I'm literally
times.
just trying to say like late in life, like closer to death. Like let's say most people are gonna die around 70 to 80, right? So like not many people are gonna live to like 90s and whatever. So like 60, you get married and remarried. Well, your dad didn't get married at 60, right? He's married
He's
previously.
not 60 yet.
So anyway, exactly. Okay, so let's
My
say
uncle's
your
60.
last marriage is 60. Okay, so let's say his uncle gets married tomorrow. Okay, when his uncle was dying at 75, and he looks back on his life, he's maybe he thinks whatever, blah blah. I don't really know, but he doesn't have like a super 15 years with his wife. Like that's a lot. It's really great, but like. They didn't make it through hard times together. Maybe he already got past a lot of hard times and he was able to just have like good times with her. But like, here's the thing. Like, well, I want to say something about that, but let me stay on track where I was going. Compare that to the guy who's 75, who's dying, that married his wife at the age of 20. And let's say he looks at her when he's laying on his deathbed, and like I just want to think about the difference in that. Like, how much satisfaction are you gonna feel?
Wait, she's how old?
Let's say y'all got married at 20. Maybe she was 18. So she's 73, you're 75. Let's say you look at her, you see the woman that's like stood by you throughout your whole entire life, and like you were there for her, but she was there for you, and like she supported you, you supported her, you provided for her, she gave her side of the relationship, and like y'all struggle, but you made it through the struggles. Like how much like satisfaction you're gonna have, or like how happy you're gonna be.
Goal right there.
That's the goal.
Oh yeah.
So
I
like,
understand that. Yeah.
Think about that compared to the guy who like got his wife at 60 and like they made it because they never had to face any like real problems. Because like maybe the people who those couple who like they got together at 60 and they last till 75. Maybe if they had tried to be together at like 20 years old, soon as life struck, they don't make it because their relationship's weak. They didn't have any strength because they never were tested. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to go through like challenges and tests to have that strong, firm relationship. Yeah. And once you get past those, then you become even stronger and stronger and stronger. And once you're at the end of your life, like you're gonna be way more like happy and like feel way better. Be more proud of like the life that you lived, as that man who stayed by his wife for 55 years compared to, that guy who couldn't handle being with a woman 4 or 5 times, whatever.
Couple of those times.
And then I understand that, but then, finally got it at the end, but, it was easy.
Right.
He had it on easy mode. He couldn't make it through the hard challenge.
Yeah, no.
What's there to, it's like, you can't really be super proud of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it does make sense. it sounds more of a perfect world, but
it is.
every day.
It is. No, I definitely like. I'm saying like this like idea that I have.
But a lot of people do stay together that long, so you're right.
It's something that like this is something that as long as I have like the woman who's willing to like have this mindset as well, then I will always have this mindset, and like I can promise you, especially based on like past relationship, like I'm not gonna leave a girl unless she cheats on me, or like unless it's like if I was married, like for sure, because I put up with so much in my last one that before I finally got out of it, that like it's if I was married to her, I would have stayed with her. Obviously, I mean I wouldn't have married her. But if I was, I would have stayed with her. But like I mean, I can say that like I've kind of proven that I have that like ability to stay with somebody who's like every single person in my life told me that I should leave her, and like like everyone recognized. I mean, I knew that she was terrible as well, but I was.
Did I ever tell you that?
I don't know.
I don't think I did. I really don't think I did.
Are you sure?
Because I've been in the.
No.
Because I've been in the shoes.
Mr. B Crazy
of you.
Mr. B Crazy. I am just about 100% sure that you told me that if I was like complaining about her to you or something, I'm sure that you told me like bro, man, screw that.
I was probably on one of my spells. If that was the case.
No,
but
I'm telling you, bro.
I'm
like,
very biased about it.
I'm sure you were telling me like, bro, just go get with other girls, bro. Just go like, dude, bro, leave her and go get some.
Bleep that out.
I mean, that was what you were saying, bro.
I've said a lot of things, but I don't think I've said that exactly. I'm very biased about it. Like when I talk to friends and I talk to whoever I'm not no therapist, but I do care about people.
Yeah.
And if they're not having a good time in life,
no, I
or
mean,
whatever,
if you said that to me, then you were telling me the right thing.
Right.
So, it's not like you were saying something bad.
The thing is, it's all your choice. Because I've been with people before that I'm like, this isn't gonna work, but like I do want to be with them. I feel for them, but I felt too bad for them. Same situation, right? Very similar situation.
In a way, it wasn't.
So with that. It's like I'm not telling you one thing or the other. It's just like, here are your options. This is probably what I would do, but I'm not gonna tell anybody.
I mean, you were never like break up with her. I did have people tell me like you should break up with her.
Yeah.
I don't think you ever said like break up with her, but you were probably like, man, I want to be that girl.
I want to be more knowledgeable and to like be able to give options, because so many people are like, oh, there's only 2 things I can do or 1 thing I can do. It's like there's plenty of things. You just got to think about it the right way.
Yeah.
Everyday life is just like that stuff happens, and I'm like, if I do it totally different, a lot of people don't see a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
But it's like, I see like 10 of them somewhere, so I don't want to say that. I did say that. But I've been in relationships that's been similar.
Right.
From what I compare it similar from what you
about. We've talked about that a lot. And, I think you're right.
Just like, if it's not going to work, it's like, I'm not about to waste my time, It's like, I know Bill Burr said, he was like, how many like Jimi Hendrixes and how many, just Tom Cruises or whatever are just taken down just in relationships.
That's true.
And marriages and stuff when they could be somebody.
True.
It's like, why would you like be held back? I'm a realist. I see right through things. If it's not working, I'm out.
That's one of the biggest things is I've had a lot of trouble getting over this in the past couple of years, but I feel like I finally have. Of feeling like I need to be in a relationship to validate who I am, just about.
Yeah.
And because I used to just get really lonely, not feel like I could have anybody to talk to about a lot of personal stuff. I used to think that, that was just something for people in a relationship. Before I realized, that's what friends are for, talking. Some of them, you don't want to tell your personal stuff. But if they're a close enough friend, they'll listen to your problems and give you advice. And,
gotta learn to open up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I used to think that I just feel so lonely because I think I needed a relationship for all that, and I just and that's something I had to realize wasn't the case. And like I'm pretty happily single right now. If something comes along, great. But I realized that it's just not something that you need. It's it's an amazing thing to have. It's a beautiful thing to have, and but it's not something necessary for me to be happy.
Yeah, of course. Well, that's good because a lot of people can't do that. It was tough for me to like be single a lot of times. I'm just like, what am I gonna do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm a very ADHD like active, You know what I mean? It's like something's always like ticking in my head.
Yeah.
I'm like, why isn't this working? Why am I not like with this person?
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing next? You know, which I've tried to calm down from that. And yeah, it's not something that you need necessarily, but everything's a want.
Also,
you know.
thanks for the refill.
Of course, I got you. Yeah.
I think I've had about 4 or 5 cups of that now. That's good stuff.
Yeah, we
Y'all
got
drink it up, bro.
He's
Y'all
still
go ahead
on.
and drink it up. I'm on one. I'm
like
on
2
number
maybe?
1. No, I'm on the
Is it
first
still
cup.
That's the first
Yeah.
cup,
Oh,
yeah.
man, he's not
I
liking
barely
it.
drank
I'm
it.
enjoying it.
I have
Oh,
like
I
2
love
drinks
that.
of it. I just can't get through
I
it.
might need to take a little intermission myself.
All right, yeah.
All right, go and take a little intermission. Dang, look at this! Look at this guest chair. Like, if you guys want to sit on this nice guest chair, like my chair is not this nice.
Yeah.
His chair is not this nice. You guys want to come sit on it? Take a seat on the guest chair.
You know-
get in the podcast.
Rihanna doesn't really like this chair.
Dang, why
She
not?
said
It's a
because
nice
I guess
chair.
it makes her kind of itchy, like because
Itchy?
she's always wearing shorts. So
Let me see what it feels like to be a
This-
guest.
this
I'm gonna
does-
get the guest perspective. Let's take a peek. Dang,
I mean, it is more cushion than these.
bro, that's actually I might have to switch this one out.
This is the guest chair.
I can sit here.
Go to bed.
Yeah.
It's not bad. She uses it to do her nails and stuff, her makeup in there.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this wall is bare right now. I need y'all to get in the comments and berate this man because for weeks he has had a Kramer poster and some other things that he's been supposed to put up, and I can't get him to do it. Also, don't you get your face away from that microphone. Also, there's an UGG neon sign at 5 and below that this guy doesn't want to put in the effort to put up. Okay, I'm willing to purchase the UGG sign. It's $5. Don't touch it. He will not put it up. All right, now listen. Get down in the comments. Let us know right now if you want to see that UGG sign on the wall. If you want the UGG sign, if you want the decor, you want the Kramer poster up. Let us know in the comments. We need to get this guy going. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat. No.
Also,
You get the cushion guest seat.
send us props for the background. We'll hang them up. Go to Five Below.
For real, if y'all mailed us in something like a prop for the background, I swear to you, we'll put it up.
I'm giving me ideas now.
Yeah, just
scared
go
what
down.
Reagan's gonna send me.
Go down to your
All right,
local.
don't send anything that don't send something that we have to blur.
Well, let me tell them real quick. So go down to your local Five Below. $5 and some change.
Listen to this guy trying to get out and buying the UGG sign.
If everybody
Listen to this guy right now.
if everybody that watches
Look
goes
at
down
him.
to Five Below and spends $5,
Look at him.
we'll put you part of the Patreon or something. I don't know. We'll do something here. We'll shout you out for sure. All right.
I just want to slap him.
We're broke. I haven't even got my first paycheck yet. I haven't worked since June 23rd. In Orlando.
Dang!
I hadn't got a paycheck since
I haven't
that
worked
time.
since what was my last day?
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was actually like almost exactly 2 weeks ago. Almost.
Yep.
A few days less.
Yeah.
Anyways,
You quit your.
back to the
Oh
questions.
yeah. Back to the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the last one?
All right, Bert, are you ready to settle down?
Where does it say this at?
Oh, that's
Are you ready to settle down?
Oh, just off the top of the noggin.
No, that's on the number 8, bro.
Oh, why am I looking at 12? He
Well,
said
you
the
said-
last.
yeah,
Okay,
I
I do
want-
see it.
Well, we're gonna get okay. I'll let you take the last 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that.
I'm with the right person.
Yeah.
Like, 3 relationships ago, I wouldn't have been.
Yeah.
And that's to the point where I'm not gonna like have that gun held to my head and be like, you know,
Yeah.
or have to like go on with life with
Yeah.
it. Like, no,
Go right into the next one then. What are your thoughts on kids?
no.
No?
Like, I'd be a great father. My fiance would be a great mother, but we're not doing that.
What about dogs? What about
Yeah,
pets.
yeah, that's good. We'll probably have some animals, but back to the kids thing. I think that way too many people don't really think about what they want to do with their life. I think it's just like time's running out. I got to do something, and then they just start having the kid, and then the second kid comes along, and then it just comes out. And yeah, it's beautiful to have a family, but there's things I want to do. There's things Riley wants to do, and we don't want to be held back from not having to raise a kid. We'd have great kids. We'd be great parents. We'd have great kids.
Right.
But I think so many people don't really have like the end picture. the idea of like what they want their life to be. So they're like, well, guess we'll just have kids.
Mm-hmm.
And it happens everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, some families are huge. You know what I mean? Like they just it's generational. But for me, like I say, there's things I want to do in this world, and things she wants to do, and we're gonna be together. That's the thing, no matter what.
Yeah.
But I feel like time's gonna be taken away from me, if not. Like I've wasted a lot of time, but here over the last few years, I've realized like how valuable it actually is.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Like I'm 28 now, and I just look back and I'm just like, whoa! Like what happened to all these people? Like people that either pass away or like memories of like times. I'm just like, yo, that was 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's flying. I'm not even realizing it. Like you don't realize it till
of course.
Yeah.
You
like
don't
a
realize it
certain
till it's
age,
after.
and you're just like, whoa! Like I'm almost 30 now. It's like I remember like kindergarten. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like seriously.
I
like
understand what you're saying.
And it's like a weird feeling that creeps up on you.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to him earlier on the drive down how it's crazy how like we're 22, but like we see like nowadays like when I see like a high school kid, I see them as like a kid.
Right.
Like I'm like, wow, this is a child.
Yeah. It's weird because I see him and I'm just like, oh yeah, I just graduated and I was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It feels really weird.
Yeah, it feels weird. It feels really weird.
It's been almost 5 years now.
It's been four. Yeah, almost exactly 4.
Oh yeah.
But like it's weird because like on one hand it feels like high school was like not a long time ago. On the other hand, it feels like it was a really long time ago. On the other hand, I'm still young, but on the other hand, I see an 18-year-old as a kid. It's really weird. Like it's weird how things happen, but like you're right. You know, like some days I'll just wake up and I'll be like, wow, high school was like 4 years. Like as a number, like somehow it doesn't seem like a long time. But like it's a long time ago, such a long time ago. Like so much stuff has happened. Like even earlier, like I can't even remember like the names of so many people from my high school. And like, dude, you ever had those moments where like you see like a picture of someone that you like haven't seen since high school, and you're like, I forgot about that person.
And at the time, it seemed like that person was just like pretty important in your life.
Well, maybe not even important, but like you see them every day. Yeah, they're somebody in your world, right? And then like, bro, like literally 4 years later, you open up like a picture that one of your friends sent in the group chat or something, and you see this girl, and you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't thought of her in 4 years. Yeah. Like, does that girl exist? Like, oh my gosh. You like, you're just like reminded. Suddenly, you're like, oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Well, I got back on
completely
Facebook
forgot. Yeah.
A while back, and people like everybody just started adding me. I'm like, I forgot about a lot of these people, man.
Yeah.
A lot of them I didn't.
Crazy,
accept,
dude. It's crazy.
No disrespect.
Dude, yeah, that's what I was talking to one of my McDonald's friends a week or two ago, and he said somebody's name, and it took me like 15, 20 seconds to like, who is this girl, who is this? Like he was like, bro, y'all didn't like each other very much, or like blah blah, and I was like, what, who, like who? And then I finally remembered. I can't even think of her name right now. But like I finally remembered. I was like, gosh, that was 5 years ago. I don't even remember her, bro. Yeah. Like I literally, you just reminded me of like a memory that was like so like deep down because it's such a long time ago that like I literally forgot about it. Yeah. Like it's like almost impossible to remember. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. All right, moving forward.
Yeah. Next question.
What do you think about swinging?
Swinging like in the swing set?
You said the exact same thing he said.
Oh, did he?
Deflection. I know you know what swinging is.
I had no idea what it was.
He didn't know what it was.
Legitimately.
I know you know what it is. Boy, don't you play.
Swinging, I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like if someone's comfortable. Yeah. If a couple is comfortable with another couple or whatever it is, and they both agree on it, that's it, dude. Like I'm really easygoing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You don't care.
That's what it... No, I mean, I do care, but everybody's going to live their own life. I'm not
I mean, that's what I mean. Like,
I'll swing in with the next one. Do you have any medical conditions that might affect our intimate relationship?
I'm sorry. Swing it on in. Do you have any medical conditions
that might affect our intimate relationship?
Oh, man. No, okay, so this is that's funny, but this is kind of serious, I guess, in a way.
Dang, he's about to pull out. Oh my god.
Medical conditions?
Bro, are you ready for this information about y'all's intimate relationship?
Well, I can't say it's me and him, but
That's the question.
I just met him today. You seem like a great guy. Like, yeah, honestly. We were chatting over lunch. A lot of stuff that probably should have been on the podcast, to be honest.
True.
But let's
That's
just
how
say
you get warmed up for it, though.
current relationship. Sometimes I feel like I overthink with Rye. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say
that's
stupid.
That's definitely not how we answered this. We
No.
definitely said about each other. Anyways, continue. My
Yeah,
bad. I ain't
well,
trying
you guys
to,
know each other,
You're trying to
but-
get deep on me. My
No,
bad.
With this, yeah, sometimes I feel like I overreact.
Uh-huh.
Like, she's like straight cut. Like, her brain's fine.
Yeah.
Mine is fine. Don't get me wrong. But it just goes quick. And
Yeah.
I just, mentally, I overstep.
Mm.
Even without saying anything to her sometimes. I'm just like, dude, I don't want her to think that I'm like nuts. And just leave me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like we all think about that a little bit.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
we all got those things that like we feel like we can't say because we're worried.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta have that like open communication and like that I guess like I don't know what the right word to use, like security. I feel like it's the wrong word, but like that security
Yeah.
that like you gotta have like a communication standard where it's like you should feel comfortable being honest with me about anything. And like if you do that, then I'm not gonna punish you for your honesty.
Yeah.
You know what
No,
I mean?
we've talked that too, and we're good. That.
Yeah.
But you know,
No,
just,
I'm not
it's my
saying that
own
you're
brain.
not. Yeah, I got you.
Like these questions or that question specifically. It's
Yeah.
my own brain.
Bring it on home with the last one.
Bert, are you taking any medications that might affect our intimate relationship?
No, I've never taken medication for anything.
Okay.
Well, like headaches. and
Wow,
stuff, but,
you've never
like-
taken any medication? That's crazy.
Well, I'm not on anything.
Is this dude alive? Okay, Bert, do you have any STDs or STIs?
Not currently.
Oh, then I can say 14. Have you ever been tested for STIs?
I've been to the health department before. Not proud of it, but I've been there.
All right, let's go 16
The old
uncomfortable
days.
questions. All right, then we're going to go back in the circle now. Oh, we got to ask ourselves the questions. All right, I'll start off, I guess. What am I afraid of?
Do we have to answer?
Maybe
We could-
everybody could like answer like a quick
Different questions?
segment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, what am I afraid of? Snakes and spiders.
Heights.
Ooh, that's a good
yeah,
one.
same.
Claustrophobia. Here.
The ocean.
Okay.
I
Terrifying.
don't have that.
I agree with that.
You and Ellis are the same.
Yeah.
Recall to Ellis Bosold.
We love you, Elvis.
Boy.
Whoever Elvis is.
Ellis.
Elvis.
Elvis is.
Ellis is my.
Elvis is. Oh, Elvis is dead. Yeah.
Ellis is our friend from high school.
Cool. What's up,
I've heard
Ellis?
from him forever.
He doesn't leave his house. He's also slowly killing himself, but we won't
That's
get.
not good.
We won't get on that. We won't get on that topic here.
Um.
I don't know if he wants everyone to know about it, so
Yeah.
it's okay. He don't watch the podcast. I try to get him to watch, and he won't. So it's his fault.
It's all right. He'll be on it one day.
I'll expose him. Him
Yeah.
here. He won't even know about it. He'll see the clip like 3 weeks from now from that
Yeah.
thing you sent me. He'll see the clip, and then. All right, Bert, what are you afraid of? You said claustrophobia.
Claustrophobia, and then second his ocean thing
Yeah.
because the whole airplane thing.
Oh, okay.
Just I don't like that either.
Okay, why do I want what I want?
Let's go to the next question.
All right.
That's
Yeah,
silly.
people too interested.
What do I like the least about myself?
There you go.
I think I get. That's kind of tough. Hold on. What I like least about myself. I have a hard time like so. I have a hard time like with will
Motivation.
yeah, motivation is the wrong word. Like doing things in the lack of motivation. What's that called? Like when you have to have willpower.
You don't have discipline.
Yeah, I have a hard time with discipline. So like like the reason like I'm lucky because like I truly believe, like a lot of things are like good and bad, that make me align my behavior in a way that seems like I'm very disciplined, but it's not so much like that I'm. It's not like when I think something is like okay to do, then like I'll do it, and if I don't, then I won't do it. But it's very, very, very difficult for me to like actually follow something that like maybe like I don't feel is correct, but I know is correct. If that makes sense.
Okay.
That's my answer.
What about you, sir?
What I like least about myself.
By the way, we can change everything about what we don't like about ourselves. By the way.
Yeah, true.
Like 100%.
True.
I think I'm kind of along the same lines as Joseph, but I don't know. Honestly, my biggest problem right now is that I don't like about myself is my weight. I've been working on that I just came to self-realization. I don't want to be dead in my 30s. So I've been dieting and working out for the past month or so. I've been already feeling a lot better, losing a little bit of weight.
Yeah, props to you for that.
Thank you.
A routine.
Yeah, I just started working out like 3 or 4 days ago. I'm doing calisthenics now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know we talked about the whole calisthenics thing, but
yeah, we were talking about it. I thought you were gonna do it with me.
But I got to get this thing on my wrist fixed first.
Scared.
Told you last night.
Scared.
I got to get this surgically removed before I do anything. Bro, this thing
Comment down below. All right, 100 likes in the comments, and Bert has to do calisthenics with the bump on him.
Bro, you don't understand. This is like a
I'm kidding, bro. I'm
kidding.
No, that's a real thing. That's a real thing.
If it
your
busts,
wrists are too important.
It might like screw me
Dude,
up.
you have no idea how much like strain is on your wrist trying to do like push-ups and stuff. So I probably shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
All right,
Probably not.
What do you?
I was just gonna say overthinking a lot of times.
Yeah,
I do overthink a lot.
I almost said that, but
I'm learning as I go, and that's the thing. Like I said, we can all change things. Like,
yeah, absolutely. Everything,
physically or mentally.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, what do I not want to forgive and why? Damn, I gotta go first on everything. Y'all gotta give me some time to think.
I don't know. I'm just thinking.
All right. Whoever comes up with it first can answer it first. Who do I not? Oh, who? Who do I not want to forgive?
Yeah, I didn't see that even.
Who? Bro, nobody. I want to forgive everyone. That's my answer.
Yeah.
I don't hold grudges.
I'm not really big on that.
I don't want to forgive that guy in the Dodge.
Yeah.
That's it.
Man.
That's it. No, I've had a lot of enemies, and I've always ended up becoming friends with them later on in life. Always.
It's just a lot better to just be able to let stuff go.
Yes, absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
Nothing that's worth stressing over.
Life gets easier.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. What are my biggest insecurities? I don't know. I feel like I'm socially awkward, so I'm insecure about being seen as what I think I am.
I think everybody thinks that, but I see people in public sometimes. I'm just like, you're fine. I don't know. Maybe that's just me seeing you.
You know, I've been saying this, like, especially with Bennett, maybe like with you too. That like, chat. Let me know down below. Do y'all guys think I'm on the spectrum? Let us know.
Do you like trains?
Let us know in the comments.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not doing trend. I'm not on trend. Don't worry. I don't have the. You know what trend is?
No.
It's like what's the full word? I forgot.
Steroids?
Yeah, it's like steroids.
Yeah, okay.
But there's like a lot of stories where like people start doing trend and they have some irresistible like homosexual thoughts. Like they like I've heard about people like they do
trains, not.
Yeah, he said trains. That's why I laughed.
Oh no, trend. Like it's like a steroid.
No,
it's like a steroid.
I was saying trains.
No.
Yeah.
Trend.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Was
That's
trains.
No. So what are we talking about? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Back
let us
to the
know. Let us
podcast.
know. Welcome back to the podcast. Let us know in the comments if you think I might be like a mild case of autism.
Won't touch the tism.
I'm like dead serious though. Like I'm actually not joking. It's like it's so like not a joke.
Okay. What do I most fear?
I could provide my case in a different podcast. This one's
This take an autism test.
Dude,
we'll do it on here.
Oh my gosh, should I pull one up right now?
No. Well, you can. I don't know.
All right, let's do it.
How far are we into this thing right now? I'm just curious.
Let's find out, dude. This might be our first like past 2 hours. PC. Dang, 213, rocking strong. Keep it going. Online test for adult autism. Let's see what happens. Should we all take it together? You guys might be autistic too. You know.
Let's do it. Let's take it as a whole.
All right. I prefer to do things on my own rather than with others.
That's me.
Yeah, I would say I do, especially with hobbies and stuff.
I would slightly disagree. So am I answering, or are we doing the whole?
Okay, let's just leave you.
Okay, I'm gonna slightly disagree. You guys can still give your answers.
But we can chime in.
I definitely disagree. I prefer to work with people. I guess it really depends though. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what sucks about these tests. Is like it always depends. But
that's why you slightly disagree.
Okay, so slightly disagree. I prefer doing things the same way. For instance, yes, strong, definitely agree. For instance, my morning routine or trip to the supermarket, definitely agree. Like 100%.
Your routine sleeping in?
Yeah. Yeah, no cap.
I don't really have a routine like that. But like if there's a certain thing I want done, I'll do it a certain way. I don't have like a certain daily routine just because every day is different.
I always create like routines like for everything. I always have like my method of doing something that I repeat like every time I do it.
Yeah. So
that's definitely agree. I find myself becoming strongly absorbed in something, even obsessional. I would definitely agree.
Yeah, I just dropped like $700 on leather working tools a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I always go through like new phases of like different things.
I'm getting good at it.
You know.
Yeah, you see, that's awesome.
Like I went through like, dude, I've had so many phases I can't even like think of everything. But like, you know, like a magic phase, like card magic phase. I've had like a butterfly knife phase. I've had Rubik's Cube phase, or like Rubik's Cube type puzzles phases. Like, you know, sometimes I have like different YouTube phases or whatever.
I'm
like
on the spectrum too.
Yeah.
Dude, me and Reagan
I was gonna say this one's pushing some autism here. Go ahead.
Yeah, the Rubik's Cube and like the butterfly knife tricks, magic
no
tricks.
disrespect.
Yeah, so you know, like I definitely get like strongly obsessed with different things, even within like, you know,
so
like music. I get strongly obsessed with like certain types of music in different phases.
I agree with that.
So you know,
like
even within like as like subcategories, I also find myself getting obsessed. So I would strongly agree with that. I'm very sensitive to noise. I strongly disagree.
No, I'm like.
Will wear earplugs or cover my ears in certain situations.
Out of that ear.
I got, after working at McDonald's, I'm at the point now where like a lot of the times if I hear announcements, like, because you know McDonald's, you have the beepers going off so often. When I hear announcements, like when I worked at Lowe's, when there was announcements and stuff over top, like I wouldn't hear them most of the time. Like I'm really good at like tuning out. Like it's really hard to annoy me. It's really hard to like annoy me, like tap or like whatever. Like you can tap, you know, what as long as you want. It's never gonna bother me ever. Bird?
Those beepers. No, I remember literally sleeping during the daytime, and like those,
Bro,
I'd hear the beepers in my sleep.
Dude, I used
like,
to,
it
that's
was that
crazy.
bad.
Yeah. I used to miss like pulling out like chicken from the fryers because they'd be going off and I wouldn't even hear it when I was working on the grill.
If your nuggets are like burnt.
Yeah, no, seriously. Like I used to let nuggets burn because like they just be going off. I'd just be like
yo,
waiting on the reg to come up, and I'd be like, huh?
You know what?
So I'd be like, hey, your chicken's burning. I was like, oh, my bad.
Dude, it would always give me the idiots that never even hit the timer, and you're just like
guessing
yeah,
that was terrible.
Like how long they were in there for.
Bro, I had some people at Cracker Barrel that didn't want to use timers on stuff because they thought that they were like real chefs.
Yeah, come on.
and then you know it didn't.
Yeah, Cracker Barrel of all places.
But you know they really didn't do a bad job. So, all right. So, wait, did I answer that correctly? Oh, I strongly agreed. I meant to disagree.
That's just 1 out of 30.
Yeah.
All right, we can't go back. It's a stupid test. This test is dumb. I can make a better test. All right. Sometimes people say I'm being rude, even though I think I'm being polite. I definitely disagree.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, I guess, you know, if it comes down to like the like sensitive stuff.
Well, I mean,
so you
slightly agree. Sensitive stuff, I think you kind of know that you're not being.
You know what you're doing.
Forward.
Yeah, you know what you're doing on purpose. Even though I think I am being polite.
Right.
So like, if I actually think and am trying to be polite. Yeah, I don't think people say that I'm being rude when I'm like.
Yeah, I would disagree.
Actually,
with that.
like consciously trying. So, definitely disagree. I find it easy to imagine what characters from a book might look like. Definitely disagree. I think I like barely mentioned this last podcast. It is almost impossible for me to like see in my head. Like I don't know what you guys have. But like when I see it, like if I try to like picture something in my head, like even if I close my eyes, it doesn't even make a difference. But when I try to picture something, like I can't like actually see like a clear image of anything.
It's hard for me.
It's like almost impossible to see something.
I can come up with like a fuzzy picture.
Yeah, it's like it's just not there. But you know, like like a lot of people, like they can see like crystal clear images in their head. It's crazy. So I would definitely disagree with this one. I cannot imagine. Yeah, I find it easy to talk in groups of people. I would slightly disagree. I guess it really depends.
For me, it depends on how big the group
No,
is.
I would definitely disagree because it depends on the size. But like, you know, I think in this situation, it's talking about like a medium to large size group. So, like, it's not just saying like 2 or 3 people.
Yeah.
I would definitely disagree because like, I think like when I get in groups of people, like I kind of typically like section off like a section of the group that I can like talk with, or like maybe I have to become like if it's people that I'm like extremely familiar with, then I have to become like the main like the lead role of like the conversation, so that I can direct. Otherwise, I won't talk at all.
Yeah, that's how I'm just more of the not talking type. I just listen.
Yes,
and
me too.
If there's something where I
Me
can
too.
chime in something funny, I will. But most of the time, I won't talk at all in a big group. I'll just listen.
Me too. So I would say definitely disagree for me. Okay. I'm more interested in finding out about things than people. I would slightly disagree because I actually love people a lot. I really love people. I prefer to spend time with people than doing other things. So like, I play a lot of video games. That I have in my life, I've played a ton of video games, but for one piece of that, it was like connecting to my friends that I was in high school with, and for the second piece of that, I only did that because I didn't have people to go and hang out with, and when I did, then I would not play games. I'd go hang out with people.
Yeah.
So I think I would slightly disagree because maybe it's not like full blownly disagree because I also love things, but slightly disagree. Any input?
No.
Dude's about to fall asleep over here.
No, this one. The last one I understood.
Oh,
because I feel that. Yeah, because I feel that way. Like when I don't really want to like ride with anybody. I want to drive. I want to be in charge. Like I feel more comfortable.
I have trouble, especially with like my siblings, about being like a passenger. But not like today. I guess it's more because my siblings suck at driving.
Yeah.
But like. It's just I have trouble being. I just want to be in the driver's seat.
Yeah, have control.
Yeah.
I can be a passenger driver sometimes.
Yeah.
Like last night I was with one of my buddies, and he kind of scared me driving a little bit. Not gonna lie, but I mean, we made it.
Bert, do I scare you when I drive?
No, you're actually a pretty good driver.
Yeah.
I feel like you're my mom when we're driving.
Dang.
Like
I gave birth to you.
Not that far.
You came from me.
But I do feel like the same kind of vibe. You're crazy. It's like,
yeah. I hope that got picked up.
My mom just like she's very easygoing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. Like I just be chilling, like just be driving. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You're just driving a car.
I'm cutting through parking lots, leaving you guys.
Yeah, for real. This
out.
dude, I told him I was gonna follow him out of Fuji, and then he just like peeled out of there, and I was like, "Where'd Bert go?" I had to pull up Google Maps to get home.
You just turn around, there's like dust.
Yeah, for real.
Can't find me anywhere.
For real. All right, I find numbers, dates, and strings of information fascinating. I would like slightly agree. I don't know if I say fascinating, but like I have like an affinity towards like numbers.
I think dates more than just like strings of information.
I would say like I'm actually pretty uninterested in dates, but like no, I'm really I'm really too good with numbers, especially like memorizing numbers.
Yeah, I'm horrible at memorizing numbers.
There was like, I was talking with my girlfriend about like how I'm good with numbers like towards the beginning of our relationship, and I think like we were like walking at the university, and I said like a random like 4 numbers like 1996 or something like that, and then I was like I'm gonna remember that tomorrow. And like the next day, I like said it back to her. I hadn't like thought about it.
Yeah.
I wasn't like 1996, 196, 196. I just like said it, forgot about it, and the next day I was like able to say it again. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, what? Oh my goodness!" And so I don't know. I don't.
Crazy.
They look crazy. But yeah, I love to like do like small math in my head like all the time. Like when I see license plates, I always try to like find a way to add up the numbers to equal like a power of 10.
That's one thing I am. Like, if I had to guess, I would say I have license plate autism.
Yeah.
Because, like,
serious business.
I can.
Or like price tag autism, or like.
I mean, I can look at a license plate, just like driving down the road, just pass by it, or just like glancing, I can tell you what state it's from. Just because I've been to so many states and seen all the license plates.
Yeah.
And
some good memory though.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
True.
Maybe we're all autistic here.
Damn.
We'll see.
We'll see. I mean, you guys don't answer the same, but I'm gonna go slightly agree. I'm gonna say slightly. I'm not like 100% on that question. I prefer non-fiction books and films to fiction. Definitely disagree.
I don't know.
So you like fiction better?
Yeah.
I really like history books.
I hate books in general. I hate reading. I never read. I don't like reading. But for films, I guess it really doesn't matter. It depends on, what the nonfiction is about. I'm not a big fan of history though, so that's my thing. I'm not a huge fan. I guess I'll just slightly disagree.
Yeah.
But I don't like books at all. So I mean that's already just out the window.
Burn them.
Burn them all. Burn them to the ground. I find it upsetting if my daily routine is upset or changed. Definitely agree.
Yeah, I can
Strongly.
If I have something planned and then something just gets a wrench thrown into that, I get pretty aggravated.
Yeah, but I have even if I have nothing, that's my brain, it's planned.
Yeah.
Everything's planned in my day. Even if it's not a set or I didn't put it in a calendar or something, if I just talk with a friend, hey, maybe we can hang out today or something, if that gets messed up, it's a big issue.
With that too.
So definitely agree. All right, it's difficult for me to understand other people's facial expression and body language.
I'd say disagree for me. I'm pretty good at reading people.
I would say body language maybe is, well, I don't know. I guess I was going to say slightly disagree because I question too much. I feel sometimes maybe I can kind of tell, but I won't decide I don't know. I'll go slightly just because I think maybe I can't say definitely. I don't have any problem making small talk with new people. Definitely disagree.
I would agree.
I would.
Be crazy today. We hit it right off.
I guess it really, bro, it really depends. There's sometimes when, I'll walk up to a random person. It depends on my environment.
I really also think it depends on the person, too.
Well, for me, it depends on the environment more than anything. Because, when I worked at, Walmart or McDonald's, when we got, a new person there, I'd be like, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, baby? Hey, how you doing? Hey. I'd be like, how's it going?
And they're like, where am I?
And then, I'd hit them with something just off the wall. I'd just be saying some stuff I can't even put on this podcast, you know what I'm saying? From the get-go. So, I don't waste time. I guess I don't really make small talk. I'll meet someone new, and I'll be like, so what do you, what do you think about, I'll be like, what do you think about the economy and capitalism, or do you I just talk about whatever's on my mind. Yeah. It's if me and Bert just had a conversation about capitalism and the media and economy and blah blah.
Late stage societal decay.
Yeah. What do you think about the industrial revolution's impacts on modern day society? They're Reagan's getting ready.
They're just like, where am I again?
Yeah, but dude, that's I don't waste time oh, are you going to school right now? I don't care, to be honest. Sorry, it's not really super interesting. Let's talk about something that I care about. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's easy to make friends. No, I care. I care about what people do. What'd you say?
Damn, dude, I almost peed just now.
What'd you say?
Trains.
That's
something I really care about.
So true. Dude, if that was true, I'd really be autistic. There ain't no way you like trains and you're not autistic, bro.
Dang. Stobie's your favorite place to eat, dog.
Yo, for real. I mean, you can like trains, but you those people who are obsessed, Sheldon from Big Bang Theory type of people. No, okay, I kind of misspoke a second ago. I don't want people to think I'm a dick, but I care what people are up to. I never meet Bert and he's like, bro, I'm getting this new job, and I'm like, don't care. That never happens.
You just don't want the small talk. I feel like.
Yeah,
a lot of times that pisses me off.
Yeah, but when we talk about that kind of stuff, it's what's actually going on in our lives. But some people when they first meet, it's oh yeah, we've been having some nice weather recently. Oh yeah. Oh, do you like that rain we got? Oh, that rain was crazy. It's about to get cold. Did you hear it's about to get cold?
I'm pretty bad about that.
Well, you learned that. You learned that at your funeral.
Yeah, I was gonna say
right where you got your hey honey, hey sweetie, yeah. I can't even do it like you do it, but you can go and give us a piece of it.
No.
Just release
the spot
release the demon.
I can't do it on command.
Pretend I'm your waitress.
We got 17 more questions here.
Here you go, sir. Yes, sir. Here's your water.
I would say thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that charming face. Dang!
Well, you're not drinking it.
No, you can have it. All right. My bad. 17 more questions to go. I don't have any problems. I would slightly disagree. I have some problems. I notice very small changes in a person's appearance. I think I would agree with that. Definitely or slightly?
I would say I agree.
I would say slightly.
Yeah.
I'd say slightly.
I mean, I was able to, when I was working at the funeral home, I was able to notice that one of the ladies working there was pregnant about 2 months before she announced it.
That gut.
Man, yeah.
No, it wasn't even that. It was just the way she was acting.
That's not physical.
So, real quick, when I
That's
worked
not the parents.
when I worked at McDonald's, there was a chick that was just getting bigger, and I was just like, she
Dipping
looks
in the
like
secret sauce.
yeah, I was like, she's probably pregnant or something, whatever. And she kept telling her parents, she kept telling everybody, she's like, oh, I'm just gaining weight, I'm just gaining weight. And she literally was pregnant, never went to any of her doctor's appointments or anything. Randomly was like, oh, my stomach's hurting, because she was having a kid. Like, yeah, it's hurting, right? And then she just had a kid. Okay,
At
so
McDonald's?
not a McDonald's,
Okay.
but
Do
I was about to say.
McDonald's for life.
it,
I'm about to say, bro.
but how embarrassing in a way would that be to be
Oh,
like,
God.
oh, tell your parents, you know,
Well, she
oh,
was
I'm
just in
getting fat.
denial.
They're like,
She
I'm
was
just
in
getting
denial.
bigger, right?
Obviously,
And-
she's in
Boom.
denial.
And it's just a kid.
Yeah, bro, you're getting
Which is
bigger, but your arms and your legs are still the
Yeah.
same size, but your stomach is just growing outwards.
What if you-
really?
you had no
just
idea?
putting weight on?
And she's laying there, and just a
Stupid.
kid comes out, and you're like, what the F? what just happened? It was so crazy.
And she wakes up one morning and there's like blood everywhere, and a child is laying
Well, just
between her legs, and she's like,
parents
"What the?"
seeing that.
what
Like,
the-
I don't know. That
Yeah,
was
bro.
wild.
Yeah, she's like, "Mom, my stomach hurts."
Yeah.
And then like a head pops out,
Yeah.
and her mom's like, "What?" The
Yeah, that's so strange, man.
Oh my god, she's like, "You
but-
are pregnant, bitch."
Yeah, just to spin off that. That
Ring
happened
the-
one time.
Sheesh.
So weird.
All right, I'm gonna put slightly agree because I feel like it's not 100%, but I can. Okay. When I was young, I used to play lots of Let's Pretend or Imaginary Games.
Oh, absolutely.
Of course,
Yeah.
definitely agree. Bert, anything to say?
No,
All right, nothing really.
still
to
got
put.
those games going on.
Yeah.
It's so true. Yeah, we're pretending to be professional podcasters right now. All right, I like collecting information about things I'm interested in.
Oh, 100%.
I guess it depends on what they mean, like physical collection or like mental collection.
I have like a bunch of saved YouTube lists.
I love like listening, like when I get like the obsessive thing. I love to like learn as much as I possibly can about it.
Yeah.
But I don't save anything or like print out documents or like. So like, does that count or what? Do I definitely agree?
I don't know. I used to have a. I don't think I did it at Pottsville, but I used to when I was learning guitar. I would print off all the tabs to the songs on it and just kept them in this binder. I would carry it around everywhere.
That's good. Especially if, like,
I'm confused about like which way the question is asking.
Well,
I like
just
collecting information.
answer it
about
one way.
things
I would say
interested in.
slightly agree.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll just put slightly agree. All right, I like meeting new people. I would definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I definitely agree.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. It's
New
always
people
fun
are
to meet
great.
people.
Yeah, I love people. Okay, definitely agree. People close to me say I talk about the same things repeatedly.
Definitely agree. Yeah. I was that was actually one of the main reasons my last
I mean, we got
broke
your
up with me.
Oh my god.
I don't think I've ever. Nobody's ever said that to me.
Oh really? Dude, I tell the same stories over and over and over again.
See, I don't do that. I don't tell the same stories, but I like to talk about the same subjects, just not with the same.
I always make sure it's somebody new when I say it.
Yeah. So what should
I'm really bad about that.
Yeah.
So if that's what I say, like slightly disagree or definitely disagree or what? If I've never heard this from anyone before.
I would say slightly agree.
Yeah, just slightly.
Slightly, which one?
Agree.
Disagree?
Agree.
Yeah.
Have you ever had like somebody tell you a story? And you tell somebody a story, then they're like, they tell you the same thing, and you're like, yeah, I told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, that happens on this podcast half the time. I'll be like, I think I said this, but I don't really remember. I say that a lot.
Yeah, but no,
Okay,
no,
that's-
it's just like I tell you something, they're like, oh look, I found this out, or they just try to tell you like they just know all about it. And it's like I told you that.
Yeah.
Oh
You know?
yeah. All right. I find it easy to work out what people are thinking or feeling just by looking at their facial expressions. I would like slightly agree, but
Yeah.
I'll slightly
that's
agree.
50-50.
So 50-50. New social situations make me feel anxious. Definitely agree. That's what I was talking about with like the social awkwardness earlier.
I like to jump in.
I'm not good with jumping in.
I
I
had-
always gotta I gotta see how other people behave first, and then I match their behavior. And that's how
I had to kind of get over it.
It's kind of how I operate.
Like we time I worked at the funeral home, that's one of the things I just had to get over is that social anxiety.
Well, I can get
It was
over
like
it.
Exposure therapy, basically.
I can get over it and like I can function fine, but like I definitely am not gonna like be myself. You know, in a new situation. Yeah. I can get over the anxiety, but it's there, and like I'm not gonna behave normally. I'm not gonna behave like I behave here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Obvious, of course. Yeah, I'm 100. I'm gonna put, since it's me taking the test. Yeah. Okay, what were you saying?
I was gonna say I'm just 100 from the beginning. Shit. Let y'all know what's going on. But yeah,
I'm gonna put definitely disagree though. Oh wait, no. They definitely agree. I'll put definitely. Okay. Because I do feel anxious, even if I power through that, and even, you know, like when I met Bert, like I was like a baby, you know, from the get, but I definitely, you know, I didn't feel like normal. All right, it's important to me to carefully plan any activities I'm going to do.
I would say definitely agree.
I would say slightly, because like it's important to like have a plan, but you don't have to have like a 100% definite like everything planned out.
See, for me, I really do like doing that. I like having.
I love to have like the idea.
Yeah, I like to have like my whole day planned out, and I get kind of upset if I don't get to do things exactly how that plan goes. Yeah. I think we go slightly agree.
I find it hard to work out what people's intentions are.
I would agree for me for that one. It's hard, pretty hard for me to see.
Yeah, I would slightly agree.
So I can't really see through people that well.
Bert, anything to add on that question?
What my intentions are?
No, if you find it hard to determine other people's intentions.
Oh. No, not really. I think I was really focused on me because I confuse a lot of people. I think you even said that.
See, I'm just pretty gullible. So it's like, I take people at face value way too much.
Yeah, me too. Okay, I would find it really hard to play imaginary games with children.
No, I don't have a problem with that. I like kids. It's fun to play with them.
I would say just slightly disagree for me. Not the imaginary part, but I'm like not good with kids. Like I'm just like awkward with children.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I'd be fine if it was my own, but I'm just awkward.
My aunt has like a lot of little kids, and I love playing with them. They're so much fun.
I mean, when I'm like comfortable with the kid, then then I have like a ton
if it's
of
like
fun,
a stranger's kid, it's like no, I'm gonna stay away. Like,
you can't be acting like too happy to be around. Right. You know? But that's the whole reason for me is like, you know, I get worried like what other people are gonna like perceive about me if I show that like I enjoy like playing with the kid, you know. So then I get uncomfortable and I like back up like further than I should be backed up, if that makes sense. So that's the only thing. Other than that, I guess I would have to definitely disagree as well. So I'll take the question for like what it's supposed to be, and I'll definitely disagree. I'm a good diplomat and can help ease difficult social or work situations. Definitely agree.
I would say
I've been a mediator more times than I can count. Far more, too many times. Bro, Bert,
go ahead.
You know of a time I was a mediator back in Walmart. It didn't involve you. It involved two people, one male, one female. One female is engaged now. Mediated quite a lot during that time. Quite a lot. There was a lot of problems going on between them. So, anyways, I'm often the last person to understand a joke. I would slightly. There's a lot of times where like a joke is like really obvious to everyone, and like I kind of miss it for a little bit. So I would. Like a lot of times, like I misunderstand something small like that, but they're usually small. It's never like a big joke. Yeah. I would say just like slightly disagree. I wouldn't definitely disagree, but I feel like I understand most jokes, but sometimes they catch me. So, I like doing things spontaneously. I'll slightly agree with that as well.
Yeah, I think it depends on the thing, man.
It depends, yeah. All right, let's blow through these last few. If I'm interrupted doing something, I find it hard to get back to what I was doing beforehand. Definitely agree.
Yeah, for sure.
I notice patterns in things all the time. Definitely agree. I have some very strong interests and can get upset if I can't pursue them. I have strong interests. I don't know about getting upset. I would definitely agree. I can tell if someone I'm talking to is getting bored.
Yeah, I can.
Slightly agree. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Am I autistic? You may experience many typical signs of autism. There's a borderline indication.
Help.
I tell you, bro, look at me. I'm on the spectrum. I'm right in the dead center, bro.
You're more than halfway.
I'm 17 out of 30.
You're more than halfway.
I'm more than halfway.
Yeah.
There's a 17 out of 30, 2, 30. There's like a 56% chance if my math is
Bro's
correct.
pulling that percentage. I
Yeah.
think it's 156.
I might be autistic. I might have just gone full blown autism on you right there with that percentage pull out. I'm around the 56% now. Autistic.
I'm glad the computer diagnosed you
Yeah.
today.
No gap. You know, I also have like almost like a super ability. I don't want to speak of myself like that.
Yeah,
But like I have
sounds
like
right.
dang. No,
This
I have
test
like,
is right. You got a
I
super
have-
ability.
I have like a really really insane memory. My memory is like incredible, I think so.
My memory's been getting worse and worse.
It's
pretty bad.
Maybe because of some of that stuff we talked about in the car.
Nah. No, this was, I think it's because I got a concussion.
Oh, dang.
That might do it.
Yeah.
It could do it, yeah. It could do it just a little bit. Well, let's see what time we're at. 2:40. Dang, that's even longer than I expected.
Yeah.
Well, what are y'all thinking?
I know I got a
What time is it?
3:57.
3:57.
Well,
Oh, we need to be.
Yeah.
Oh, dang, we gotta
This is
go.
the end of this.
ASAP.
This is the end of this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, glad you tuned in. Tell your mom's mom. Tell your mom,
Big
brother,
mom's
dog,
mom's.
brothers, mongooses, birds, pets,
Third uncle.
lizards, thirds, uncles, dentists, hygienists. Reagan fills in with a couple.
Yeah.
All right.
Dang.
Fair enough.
Thanks for having me on, guys. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, if
Thanks
you
for
want to
being
be
here,
a
sir.
guest,
Oh,
go ahead
yeah.
and hit us
Great.
I
up.
definitely want to be back at some point. It was a lot
Have
of
you
fun.
back.
All right. Well, this is it.
All right.
Toodaloo.
We'll see y'all later.
See ya.